Ladies and gentlemen, we are live simultaneously on Bolo VNR and Bolo VNR clips. That one I need crowd in, ladies and gentlemen. This one need massive amount of crowd. Did Daryl Fast lie to us? I'm just asking. What do you guys think? Did Daryl Fast lie to us? You know, about the gold, the black gold, you know, about the oil. Did he lie to us? What do you guys think? Are the questions surrounding this situation? Is it just unfounded questions? Like, there's no reason for us to not trust the Jamaica Labour Party. There's no reason for us to not trust Daryl Voss. You know, they have a history of telling us the truth. They have a history of not lying to us. They just have a history of just, you know. But before I get into that, ladies and gentlemen, it is incredible. It is incredible to me. The Auditor General is under attack by the Jamaica Labour Party. I am, and his cronies. I am surprised that I am still surprised at this government. I'm surprised that they could go to a new law that even I could not fathom. It's one thing to attack the Integrity Commission. You know, it's one thing to attack them, but an auditor, somebody that comes in and look at numbers, an auditor. How do you attack an auditor? Ladies and gentlemen, we're not trouble, you know? We are in trouble. If you guys don't see, I welcome everybody. Please remember to like and share. If you guys don't see how much trouble we are in, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I have no words to describe how clueless you possibly are. For you to not see that this government is operating as if excuse me. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I am concerned about the mind of the Jamaican people. The ones that don't care, you guys are selfish. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. The ones that don't care, the ones that are not following these stories, you know, and think that, oh, it's just another day in Jamaica and it's just another day in politics. You guys are clueless and selfish at the same time. Alright? Because all you have to do is get a whiff, just a whiff of what is happening with the Integrity Commission report that came out the other day. That's all you need, is a whiff of that. Once you have a whiff of that, ladies and gentlemen, and you listen to people that is breaking it down, professionals, you know, lawyers, stuff like that, investigators breaking down the Integrity Commission report, you have to ask yourself, how far does this rabbit hole go? And I believe that this attack on the Auditor General, ladies and gentlemen, it proves to me that some big people don't want them name call up. Some really powerful people behind the scenes don't want them name call up. They don't want their names to be uttered. You understand? When audits come out, they don't want their businesses to be uttered when audits come out. So may I go to your general page, you know? Because I just watch him
nice and welcome to the platform.
I just watch him a while ago and Instead of me read the article, I gotta allow him to read the article. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I gotta allow the general to read the article. Man in the wilderness. Man say no tabloid in a year. One thing in general, so me still no, me not see it that way there. Something go on. The oil, something go on. I don't think they're being totally honest with us about the oil. That's just my opinion. And, you know, hey, it is what it is. It's just my opinion. But anyway, let's get into this, yes? Man in the wilderness. Beat it till I'm a bend. Them boy, they will not honor them. What happened? Hold on, them people. Give me a second. Ah, here we go. Here we go. All right, go back a little bit. Yes. Ah, right there. That is it. All right. So let me just introduce this. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This article, I like the title at the top. A step towards tyranny. And that is exactly what this is. Right? Concerns raised about efforts to move the Auditor General from the Integrity Commission. The Auditor General is the epitome of accountability. If you can pass the Auditor General test, we don't have any issues. We know that the money is being used properly. Why would the government or members of the JLP or other people that you're going to hear in this article vote for the Auditor General to be removed? I personally, all the names that are going to be called that wanted the Auditor General to be removed, I am writing them down. And in my naughty list, they are terrorists. My naughty list. That's me. They are terrorists against democracy in Jamaica. Anybody, I don't know which name call it. I'm saying it right now. Any person on that committee that voted for the Auditor General to be removed from the Integrity Commission, you are a terrorist against democracy in Jamaica. You are a terrorist. You are dangerous to this community of Jamaica. Dangerous. And you should be charged for treason. But let's continue. Let's go. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this.
I put that. You must know. Look here. Step towards tyranny. Concern raised about effort to remove Auditor General from Integrity Commission. Concern raised about it. Look here. So Pamela Man, number one, big dirty queen, you know, you can't look like you, know, cause it coming like a bad witch, you know, dirty thinking queen, you know. Yeah, dirty nasty Charles, slave owner, dirty thinking Charles Warmington, cause him back dirty thinking egg. That it don't get trouble. The little boy, them not safe. Them not safe to this big dirty nasty mountain back piece of shit. Yes, it a part of this too, you know. Cause it back Andrew on the foolish this. Remember it a part of evening tide too, you know. Yes, it is dead too. Yeah, you can't have these people who destroy the country. Them shouldn't even turn the MP. Should never. A key technical support whereby Auditor General have sat and the Integrity Commission for more than 5 decades. More than 5 decades might soon be brought to halt as yesterday government laws made the decision to remove the current Auditor General Pamela Manuel Ellis as the Commissioner of the Anti-Corruption Body. She one of the Commissioner, you know, and you want to move her from it to the Anti-Corruption Body. Why this supposed to bother them? She exposed Andrew Holness and in corruption. So big got to think, me could just call out the name and name one of them. 2 opposition lawmakers signaled that they were opposed to the decision. The vote was taken during a meeting of the Joint Select Committee reviewing the Integrity Commission Act, ICA. Them criminal there should never either community it should have disbanded. Should I get banned? Because them too nasty can't beat the Prime Minister wife. Number 13 and none of them. And big dirty, surely big dirty thinking Queenie not supposed to depend no commission. That corrupted. People are the wrong set up, that's how the country I go so. Only if you have people with integrity, not for this trial integrity commission. You can't believe this? The move by the Parliamentary Committee reviewing the Integrity Commission Act has caused shockwave among some civil society groups who have expressed concern about the controversial decision. But you sit down like you acrobat to, you know. You don't think in civil society group, everything me a mash up in the morning. Because you know, Andrew for step down. And before you call him and say, step down, big dirty thinking and do all this. You sit down there like acrobat and see my district fabric of all over the country. Eh? You see that? But to the concern, you know, see, Andrew them a pirate. Long time him for move. You know, and each time you know, just come out, you know, call out. You know, shit too. If you sit down and make Andrew Wallace for that 21%, 79% of the vote never vote for Andrew Wallace. If not even a Prime Minister. The piece of crap is not even a Prime Minister. That's him no long vital, you go run it back. He have some member of Parliament like the one we get the $2.1 billion to cook food around on the food can't cook. That's the one in him do it. I want 1,800 and him in there. Drunk jacket around photo, I want 1,800 for them push him. Stuff ballot box and push him a photos and him in there say I'm a minister. You understand? No walk out, you don't need to walk out, brother. Where you get the idea from? You expose them and keep it in, walk out, what that do? I better think, man. But we run about, yeah, man, we are bonfire, no about walk out, man. You understand? Walk out. Yeah, you have no time for walk out. Have a face them. Run them and call the election. Walk out. Yes, man. Jamaica Accountability Meta Portal JMP and JAMP said it was deeply concerned about the reason presented by the committee for proposed removal of Auditor General from the Integrity Commission. Here were dirty thinking Queenie himself as a no. Janet Calder, Executive Director of JAMP, said these claims upper and supported by evidence of legal grounding. Look on the claim. At the same time, Daniel Archer, Principal Director of the National Integrity Action, warned that the move by the government lawmakers to have the Auditor General booted from the IC appears to be troubling step towards tyranny. Can you imagine?
If me love Daniel Archer one more time, she just tell it like it is. It is a troubling step towards tyranny. Jamaica, wanna wake up. Wanna wake up before it's too late. Wanna wake up, Black Bible Wagwan. Patricia, big up yourself, my baby. Wake up. Mighty God. The man sued the government. The man sued the Integrity Commission. The man put him friend in the FID for investigate him. And now the man want to remove the Auditor General. Jamaica, wake up.
Look how Jamaica big dirty and tan. But at this dirty, I got it Queenie behind this, you know. And to tell them to go do it, you know. Like Queenie has money. Queenie hey, Queenie if you go away, you know. Queenie has shit, you know. Alright, look at. After arguing that for more than 50 years, the Auditor General has been an ex-officer member of the Commission established Parliamentary Integrity of Members Act 1973 by Michael Manley, ensuring oversight of statutory declaration of members of Parliament and safeguard accountability. Safeguard from 1973, when your man said the Integrity Commission that are coming, Michael Manley. Yeah, because they want the thing for clean. Manley because they want the thing for clean. Yeah? Alright. So why now the Auditor General cannot audit herself This is what Big Dr. Thinking Queen is saying, making the claim that she cannot perform her core function is a lazy and disingenuous justification for her removal. Dr. Thinking Queen is the Auditor General can't audit herself. That makes sense? This reckless decision undermines the institutional integrity and signal a dangerous guard for democratic principle. She charged. Conduct said the argument that a size of commission, budget necessities, oversight by the Auditor General ignore precedent, noting that other public bodies with even larger budget are lawfully audited by private firms. Yeah, you have a big Dr. Thinking Queen is likewise, the claim Parliament is disadvantaged by the lack of performance audit done by the private firm. Fail to acknowledge that the private firm are also to conduct those audits. And
Richard Green. People, I want to know if you see, I'm going to screenshot it too. Yeah, man, I screenshot it. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. This man or this individual that does type this is an absolute disgrace. This is a terrorist to democracy. Listen to this. You guys are fighting a losing battle. The JLP is doing a wonderful job. None in the PMP is qualified to run to be Prime Minister. The country is doing well. Lonesome, this is where you're hiding now. The policeman have your week. Wanna hear that? Yeah, man. The JLP is doing a wonderful job destroying the country. A wonderful job, according to that person. And they had to subscribe to my channel to say that, you know. And I put it on a 10-minute or 20-minute subscription, you know. So then wait 20 minutes to get blocked, you know. George, you'll enjoy you doing. Block from the channel forever and can't type. If you say such mad, I won't tolerate it. I will not tolerate it. This person is a terrorist. We just said that a while ago. It is quite the opposite. Right? The JLP is doing a terrible job, and none of them is qualified to run for the next election. Not even one of them. The Prime Minister don't qualified. Christophe not qualified. Horace Chang not qualified. Right? Delroy Chuck not qualified. None of them is qualified. You know why? Because all of them stood by this Prime Minister in all of his skullduggery. And none of them said, you know what? You're destroying the party and you're destroying Jamaica's reputation. And you need to go sit down and get your statutory declaration sorted out. And then you can come back. If you are clear and clean. But as it stands right now, where democracy is concerned and where good governance is concerned, you have no authority to continue to run. That is what. Any one of them had stood up and said that, they would have been a national hero. But all of them stood by him in his skullduggery. Yes, things are going to get worse before it gets better. And I'm telling you, I cannot wait for God's intervention. I know it's gonna be really crazy when God intervenes in this country with all of the stuff that is going on. But I truly cannot wait. Celine, how you doing? Big up yourself from East Portland. RJ, big up. Judith, big up yourself. I cannot wait until God intervenes in this country. Because we have some people that are lighting candle around tables and doing rituals. You understand? Those are the type of things they are involved with and legalizing obia. And a shake and a ray and a go on. For hold on Jamaica. But under God, Jamaica is going to increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity. Under God, not under the devil. But let's continue. The finance minister has authority to include such requirement in contract with non-government auditors. Conduct contended. She has pointed out that the concern about the potential conflict were
anticipated and addressed in the drafting of the ICA, which allows for the engagement of independent private audit firm, therefore insulting the Auditor General from such a scenario. Such policy decision must be grounded in fact and rule of law, and in the absence of such, the job is deeply concerned that the committee decide to accept such a recommendation. It begs the question, Julian Robinson, members of the committee made it clear that the Auditor General should remain a member of the IC. Here, who are for this now, people? Here, the big dirty thinking one we are for this. My understanding is where audit are done of integrity commissions, they are done not by the Auditor General Department, but by an independent accounting firm, which removed that issue of conflict of interest, he said. So it's an independent accounting firm them use. So what Queen here come up with, look at now. In his remarks, Dr. Maurice Guy, an opposition MP, said he did not have a difficulty with the Auditor General being a member of the IC. Controversial. Uncle controversial, leave the people them little top there load of piece of shit. You nasty piece of shit, yo. Can't be controversial. Yeah? Government venture. Queen not thinking E. In a recommendation to the Joint Select Committee indicated that he want the Auditor General exist from the rank of commission at the IE. Exercise. So him want move the big dirty thinking Queenie Andrew only send him. What him not supposed to depend no committee, this piece of shit. Him dirty life, not listen. That's why Jamaica gone, you know. We see why Jamaica gone now, completely. Because when you have big dirty piece of shit like this, what is the role of auditing and auditor in corrupt country? Yeah, alright, that's not it. Don't yourself. Each charge that our membership and the IC is a breach of the Constitution of Jamaica. Not no go so. Kind of no law. If you don't know law, respect law, we leave the little youth and make them go school. You piece your garbage, yo. Yes? Section 120 and 121 and 122, the Constitution make it clear her responsibility, and she can't be a part of any other board. So in effect, this is the breach of the Constitution. He declare. Not go say no. Big dirty thinking Queenie, him no understand law. Him big ass think and him fi fuck off. And the world him fi get charged with treason too.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my god, that is funny.
To the fire and the water, the thing them went doing in the 70s and 1980. Him a part of the system. Him is a piece of shit. However, Queenie argued about a breach of Constitution not supported by the Solicitor General, who provided legal guidance to the committee. The Solicitor General tell him say it not supported. Look at next big nasty one where in this stuff. Government MP attorney at law, 2 of them. That's the one from down so where she met the man blind and have to give him dog and everything. This piece of nastiness. Said she support the recommendation for the Auditor General to be removed. So for them thing it from up, all the agency will for hold them to account. These nastiness. I try to destroy everything will for hold them to account. Eh? When I election, instead of them think about election, you know. Them get up and try to destroy because them know so we're going to lose, you know. Yeah, so we are destroy this. Make them go through something, make them try it. We can't afford for them to destroy this. Yes? Up to the length and breadth, these people can't run a country. She said the auditor, the audit that are currently done are not similar to those done by the Auditor General. Hear this now? With the IC being allocated some 2 billion each fiscal year, they'll write chuck. This is next Chinese, hey, they are this side of the country, you know. The position where them get at this try Jamaican, hey, I got Chinese in the country. Una Jamaican, you know, see what them are going with. You know, see the one that them put him a PI, with name FID. You know, say I pay Chinese and let them have a country. Eh? Betray and mash up a country if you live good. Eh? Government lawmaker and Minister of Justice said the anti-corruption body require the full force of Auditor General Department investigating commission. He said it must be clear how the provided to the IC are being used. So I'm attack all the IC to the funds and the IC. So everything with them do, them did attack. She golden data, you know. Shewin Golden Campbell. Also expect similar sentiment for those of Hamilton for the removal of Auditor General. The whole labor like
if you thought that the Golden Bruce Golden daughter had any integrity, well, there's your answer. She also supports the removal of the Auditor General. She is compromised. She is corrupt as far as I'm concerned. She's on my naughty list. I told you, there is nobody in the JLP that I trust. None of them. Not even one person I trust. They cannot give me a cogent argument, a clear argument. An argument that makes sense where accountability is concerned. Why they want to remove the Auditor General. There's no reason. None. More than never try to cover up something. Some skullduggery. Which she will obviously uncover because she's good at what she does. And she's not on anybody's side. She's just an auditor. She deals with numbers, receipts. If you spend this money, where's the receipt? Period. Alright? So Sharon Golden Campbell, exposed.
better than this. I tried this, try the Auditor General. Remove it from the IC. Yeah? She argued that we're the Auditor General to be reviewer, the examiner, and check the balance, check and balance of that body as well. We may very well not seen some of the things in the public domain that have caused many concern in the past. You hear this? So them want to destroy the IC and them want to destroy the Auditor General. Them put big dirty thing guy called Lizard in a FID when I have done. Him have to move to. And to finish call election. Because they will all big mama for go to prison too, you know. Big dirty thinking mama square face George Davis.
Concerned about the information getting out in the public. They're not concerned about the information. You see that, right? You understand? And that's what she's ultimately saying. She's concerned about the information getting out to the public. She not business about the actual information. She not business about say trillions of dollars is unaccounted for. She not business about that. To be removed. I wasn't gonna go to the article myself, but I am going right now. I'm going right now. This is out of hand. I hope that the Gleaner does not give me any trouble because the Gleaner is a funny newspaper, you know. Very funny newspaper. 1 minute they can read it and the next minute them just, you know, them are going with themselves. I want to big up Julian Robinson though. Trust me. Julian Robinson always stand for integrity. Yeah, here you go. Sharon Golden also expressed similar sentiments to those of Hamilton for the removal of the Auditor General. The reason I believe that third party is used currently for audits is because the Auditor General is part of the commission. Hamilton said, you hear that? That's them argument, you know. That's their argument. Alright, she argued that were the Auditor General to be the reviewer, the examiner, the check and the balance of that body as well, we may very well not be seeing some of these things in the public domain that have caused many of us concerns in the past. So she's saying that if the Auditor General was the check and balance of the body, as in if the Auditor General was to audit or check the Integrity Commission, the stuff that the Integrity Commission put out would not have come out. So you see, the ultimate thing is that them don't want it to come out. They want to do skullduggery and not be held accountable. That's why I'm go read it back myself, you know. To get the full context, you know. To make sure, say, she up on my naughty list. Sharon Golden, you have been found guilty of treason. Let's continue.
The whole of them for go to prison. All of them. As I said, the characterization of Auditor General currently serving as a reviewer, examiner, and check and balance of the Integrity Commission, measuring the actual statutory framework and the Auditor General role within it. So them come and them go with a one bag of piece of shit. These nastiness. I'm going to help them to destroy the agency overall them because one of them are pot a cat, them are thief, them are criminal. Yes? People can't stand up to this.
Because I'm favored by God.
This
like,
government.
when I see people's lives and stuff, I don't even look at them.
Productions,
You know what I mean?
subscribe
Like,
to the channel.
I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have.
Big up Margold Productions. You know what I mean? Patricia, I'm see it up on the two side. Georgia Lynch, big up. Why are they wanting what? Why are they wanting that to happen? Man, listen. That's straight corruption. Thieving. Yeah, Andrew Warren should be impeached long time and sent to prison. Yeah. If they want the Auditor General to be removed, they should remove most of all of the ministers they have in the cabinet. See, you know, Miss Daniel Archer said it best. We the people wants people that we view as criminals to do the honorable thing. Jamaica, wanna have to wake up. I wanna have to action time now. We the people have to take action. Legal action against this government. You see, Andrew wanna sue the government. I believe the entire Jamaica should have a class action lawsuit against this government for treason against the people of Jamaica. Yes. And we should all come out and protest. I have no confidence in this government. The people that actually don't have any confidence. The people that must still believe that everything is hunky-dory, only can't stay on the yard. Because one day, you are going to realize say, you are going to lose everything. And then it's going to go too late. By the time the game where them are play behind the scenes, and the people that will make poor move, actually come out of the shadows and start making us say me run things, it's going to be too late. By that time, you will own nothing. You'll be a slave again. You're carrying us right back into slavery. You remember good. That is my belief based on what I'm seeing happening. That's what I see coming in the future, very near future, if we continue with this government. It's bigger than just them stealing resources. It's way bigger than that. Way bigger than that. Alright? And some people are going to say conspiracy. Listen, did you guys live through the pandemic? What bigger conspiracy you need? That was the biggest conspiracy that was played on us in real time. I asked the question again, and this is not my question. This is the doctor that came on to Andre Stevens' show the other day that dropped bombshells. The man said, where is the new norm? Where is the 6 feet apart from each other? Huh? Where is the mask wearing? Where is the people that are terrified of having sexual relations with them partner? Because them have a social distance. We're only there. Where's the people where they have a social distance from their mother because their mother old and they never want feel like say they do anything to harm them parents. So they isolate. When somebody is sick, isolation is the last thing that they need. The mental strain alone destroys them and tear down them with stress. That just common blurt nonsense. When you still not wake up yet, you still not see the agenda yet. Wanna still believe all of them nonsense they were not telling you? Hmm?
And the worst. And now Andrew won this. I go like him on trick on him. Let me tell Andrew won this. Andrew won this. Do one of them things you're gonna feel. And as they call the election, I sweep them a sweep over here now. Remember me tell you this. You could have paid a little more, because we know say, no care kind of money you want to spend. If you don't have 200 voters, maybe they get over the two little you want them, but you can't have 40,000 voters. And we have to go even at 200 or 300 and give them a little thing. The other way, people, you can't give 40,000. You still get voted out. It's a fair effort. So when Mama Cow, when you bring back 150 black tank, remember she give each of them, you have a vote at the top. 150 black tank, but one to the thousands when I get none. Why does I vote for now all the time? Under this step. Yes, so you put even a among you. Because you couldn't get up a vote for that. Well, we want to vote for no. That could never happen under the sun. Could never. You couldn't this one. No. When I love Jamaica, when I love power. But destroy 153 old people and destroy 889 people, then number one, you couldn't get my vote. That's impossible. Leave that to people who don't know history and know on the slide. And then people just look over Eddie, better thinking dead man Mackenzie, and then say that no, it make him a better man. No, MP is supposed to put the man for you. That to show you when you run down this for morning. One done. Yeah? That was not politics around, that was a gang. That was the biggest gang around in the place. Them is nastiness. Yeah. Sulfur, some man say, you know. Now, man, sulfur, they about knock me up. Yeah, man. Supposed to alright, you know, them know self, them run sulfur always, you know. We turn up the spotlight on them wicked, you know, when I ramp with them, you know. Sulfur, real soldier. So, them not, sulfur, you about, people ask you, a real soldier, you know. A real soldier, that man, so, we have to make sure him good. Now ramp with them. Yes. But these people, them overstep them dirty thinking about now. You forget about advice and tell them, can say no. This is how them leave. Them committee there. Them for this band, them have a band there.
Wanna go watch the rest of that. Zane and support the general, yeah, of course. Know what I mean? Yeah, man in the wilderness. You know, the eagle everywhere now. You know, me think when I record or something about all as well. Simple thing for me, just crap it when me done the live and post it. Zane, but only make me know what you thinking in the comment section about that situation there with the Auditor General. Zane. So them a try to remove the Auditor General and we have an invisible ombudsman. People don't say a base called the government. Yo, John won't start. Yo, you have to know, yeah, man. You have to can read between the lines and see what it is, brother. Anyway, boy, ladies and gentlemen, you see this what I'm going to talk about right now. One of us need to share up your life and tell everybody to fit. Forward. No joke about that. Because last night, when I watched Andre Stevens' show, I'm hear the last part when Ed Boy say what him say. It lit a spark in me to just do some quick Google searches. And one Google search, find a next Google search where make me ask more question. And make me ask some more question. And then me uncover some more things until me say, in myself say, oh, this appears to be this. But I now going to tell you what I think, you know. What I am going to do is present the evidence. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, make we start right here, so. Because I say it's starting now. We're just going to play that small clip it here. Andre, I explain certain things about his research about potential oil in Jamaica. I want to listen to this.
And I'm a producer. We're sitting, Courtney, on the south of the land. And underneath the south of the land, from Morant Point.
Also, I have to give honorable mention to Talk Your Mind TV. Talk Your Mind TV don't tell you no what go on already, you know. If you don't watch the video them, we Talk Your Mind TV talk about this same thing Andrea talk about right now, man. When you realize that Talk Your Mind TV don't talk about this already. I'm gonna pop myself on the back to, you know. Because I raised many questions about this same thing because it just never make no sense. I did 3 or 4 videos months ago about this oil thing. Even when Daryl Varzona said there is no oil, me say really Daryl. And then when the company came out and said that, I made a statement that officially, no, them not drilling any oil. Me say really? You really expect me to believe that? I'm left right there, so. But I was raising many questions about this oil situation. But let's continue.
To Negril Point, there are 2 basins. The Walton Basin and the Morant Basin. And what is happening? That these basins potentially has approximately 7 billion. Courtney.
7 billion.
Connect the dots now. You see how Cow Bay became relevant to some people?
Let it go.
Connect the dots, Jamaica. You see why you heard when the reporter said indigenous supply? Indigenous supply. You saw why the government tried to go in to take out lumber. You remember the lumber argument? You remember, again, Jamaica, when the Prime Minister said there is no sovereign state apart from the government of Jamaica. I'm going to show you something more. They spoke, Courtney,
Yes.
in the thing about the shores, what is under the sea. But this is the part that they have not shown you, Jamaica. Look there. Look there, Jamaica. There is the Walton Morant license and the Morant Basin area. You're seeing that, Courtney? So you have the Walton Basin area and you have the Morant Basin area. But let us not look under the sea, Courtney. Come here, Courtney. Come here, Jamaica. Look here, Courtney. What is that on the land? What is that on the land? Gas seep. Gas seep. Look at the green.
Yeah.
Look at the green, Courtney.
Green.
And where is that green gas seep?
This what?
They are compound.
Oh, maroon land.
They are compound.
Them no
What can go so?
But Courtney,
yes, teacher.
you realize that it says gas seep. There's 2 red areas that says gas seep. But there is a green area that says oil seeps.
Oil. And a good portion of the area too.
Wait, Courtney, Jamaica, are you learning with me tonight? Are you understanding the dynamics of what is at work? Jamaica, this is what was never reported
No.
in the broadcast, you know.
Them not-
They spoke to the country of what is in the sea. They never spoke to the country of what is on the land. Listen to the next part of the interview. And then I'm going to come Jamaica and I'm going to make it make full sense now.
Larkin emphasized this point, saying that UOG's project represents a low-carbon development opportunity, one that ticks a lot of ESG boxes for the super majors. The Walter Morea block is what the industry calls a conventional play, meaning it doesn't require high-risk methods like fracking or ultra-deepwater rigs. Instead, it relies on proven geological formations, updated with today's advanced 3D seismic imaging and environmental data. This gives Jamaica a unique advantage. It can attract both traditional energy giants and newer, ESG-focused investment groups. That makes it one of the rare places where profitability and sustainability may actually align in the fossil fuel industry. Time, however, is not on Jamaica's side. United Oil and Gas received a 2-year license extension from the Jamaican government in 2024, giving them until January 2028 to start drilling. That may sound like plenty of time, but in the world of offshore oil, it's a tight window. UOG is now urgently working to secure about $50 million to drill its first well. According to Larkin, this is a relatively modest investment for what he calls the size of the prize. And the company isn't wasting time. They've already applied to Jamaica's environmental agency, NAYPA, for permission to conduct piston core sampling, the final step before drilling. Behind the scenes, UOG is negotiating with what Larkin describes as household name companies, oil majors, and regional players who are reviewing data and considering joint ventures. UOG currently owns 100% of the license, but is open to a farm-out deal, where they'd share equity in exchange for capital and drilling support.
Girls fruit drink, are the best fruit drink, yeah. Well, if you have a thirst where you need to quench, get a bottle for yourself and...
With technical partners in place and permitting underway, UOG says it's ready to move fast. We're a small team, a small board, Larkin said. There isn't an on-risk decision-making process. Things can happen in a really quick, short period of time. If a deal is struck and piston core results come back positive, Jamaica could be just months away from drilling its very first commercial offshore oil well. The countdown has begun, but with great opportunity comes great risk. Oil has made some countries wealthy beyond imagination, but it has also torn others apart. Guyana, for instance, has experienced both economic growth and rising political tensions since its oil discovery. Nigeria, Venezuela, and Angola offer more cautionary tales of mismanagement, corruption, and environmental damage. Jamaica must tread carefully. If oil is found in commercial quantities, the government will need a strong legal and regulatory framework to manage revenues, protect the environment, and ensure that wealth is shared fairly among its people.
I was zoning upon that part there. Mark Golding is a liar, isn't he? And a damn good one. The People's National Party has been 17-0 with the JLP in court. Them actually care about poor people, unlike the Jamaica Labour Party. It look like that Mark Golding and the PMP are the right people in for the job. No. Them have all of the qualifications. Integrity, one of them. They are not marred with corruption. Can you imagine if this nasty government that is presently in play right now get to be in government while this happens? While they discover oil in Jamaica? Hell on earth, ladies and gentlemen. Hell on earth of Jamaica. Yeah? You cannot allow that to happen. Make sure you go vote. Make sure you go vote.
Oil has made some countries wealthy beyond imagination, but it has also torn others apart. Guyana, for instance, has experienced both economic growth and rising political tensions since its oil discovery. Nigeria, Venezuela, and Angola offer more cautionary tales of mismanagement, corruption, and environmental damage. Jamaica must tread carefully. If oil is found in commercial quantities, the government will need a strong legal and regulatory framework to manage revenues, protect the environment, and ensure that wealth is shared fairly among its people. This is not just an energy project, it's a national transformation. There's also the question of climate change. Jamaica is a small island developing state that is already vulnerable to rising sea levels, hurricanes, and coral bleaching. Critics will argue that investing in fossil fuels goes against global climate goals. Supporters will say the revenue could be used to fund clean energy, education, and climate resilience. For Jamaicans, this may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Done right, oil could create jobs, fund hospitals and schools, and reduce debt. Done wrong, it could create a new elite and leave ordinary citizens behind. The stakes are enormous, not just for United Oil and Gas, but for every Jamaican. The decisions made today will echo for generations. Will Jamaica seize its moment? Brian Larkin's message is clear. The time is now. Jamaica has the geology, the data, and the interest from serious players. What it needs next is action. Partnerships must be formed, samples must be analyzed, and if the signs are right, drilling must begin before 2028. This moment feels eerily similar to Guyana in 2015. Back then, few believed oil would change that country's future. Today, Guyana is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Could Jamaica be next? The oil is there. The science is ready. The only question left is,
The science is ready. No, I'm ever play that back. Did she just confess that the oil is there? Wait. Let's go back. Wait.
Today, Guyana is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Could Jamaica be next? The oil is there. The science is ready. The only question
We need help, Jesus!
would change that country's future. Today, Guyana is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Could Jamaica be next? The oil is there.
What did you say, bro? Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Emotional damage.
Back then, few believed oil would change that country's future. Today, Guyana is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Could Jamaica be next? The oil is there. The science is ready. In the world. Could Jamaica be next? The oil is there. The science is ready. Economies in the world. Could Jamaica be next? The oil is there. The science is ready.
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
In the world. Could Jamaica be next? The oil is there. The science is ready. The only question left is, will Jamaica strike it rich, or will this opportunity slip away like the ones before it?
Jamaica. Producer, show them back the map. Jamaica. Now you understand why some politicians are saying all they need is 5 more years. Because after 5 more years, their families will be set for life. Is it making sense now? Jamaica, can the Maroons confirm if there's oil seeps in the cockpit country? Is this why the government is so strong towards them? Is this why wholeness is so toxic towards Chief Curry? Is this why wholeness all this time so antagonistic, Courtney, to Chief Richard Curry? Jamaica, what does 7 billion barrels of oil look like in US dollars? I think I can check it tonight. The average cost for a barrel of oil is $68 US, 78 cents. No, sir, Courtney. $68, 78 cents. Let us say now 7 billion. 7 billion times 68.78 US dollars. That is what wellness wants to get. That would equate to 481 billion US dollars. You hear what I said, Jamaica? You hear what I'm saying to you all tonight? And take into context, Courtney, that when they say them drill and find the 7 billion, remember that oil flows. So it will still be flowing. So that would have been Jamaica, the surface of the 7 billion. So that could have been doubled to 14 billion. That can double too much. 21 billion. That can double because we don't know the quantity of the oil that is underneath. Nor do you know the quantity that is on the land. Do you know the quantity, Courtney? So based on United Gas satellite imaging, a satellite pick up this in a Courtney. You remember people have been wondering from time to time how much satellite they must see at night time round the island.
Right.
You remember the satellites, and people as a teacher, what is the satellite I'm seeing? For almost 6 years, these satellites have been over Jamaica, aggressively locating, aggressively Jamaica. You remember Courtney what day? I'm going to say something too, no, and I'm going to say backside. And I never said to you fully because I never want to raise too much alarm yet. You remember I said to you, the fish in Hanover, how the school of fish come up to the shore. Yeah. You remember the school of fish came to shore alive and people are wondering, how so much fish came to shore alive? Jamaica. All of that came because you see in that belt, producer put up the belt again. Put up the belt again for me. See there. Put up the map again. No, not that one. Put up the map and then let me zoom in. Bring it up for me now. Bring it up the producer for me and let me teach them. Look at that area. The Walton Basin area. Look at that area, Courtney. Courtney, come look again. Come look again, Courtney. No, right over here so them find the fish. Yeah. Look at how many little potential wells under the seashore. See one well there, you know. See one there, you know, Courtney. Yeah. Look right there, so. Look at right there. Where you see the purple square. Yeah. Is it making sense now?
Definitely.
No, Courtney. Let us look at the Morant Basin. Yeah. Colby, that you know. Colby, yeah, look on right there, so you know. Colby, Courtney. And look there. You never hear what them say in the report. You heard what they say in the report. It is easier to drill in the Jamaican shores. Yes. It is easier to drill in the Jamaican shores because the shoreline, the water level Jamaica is easier than that of what is happening that reaches the shallow water. Jamaica's shorelines are shallow. Jamaica.
Deep sea drilling.
Do you want me to go further tonight?
You remember that teacher? Deep sea drilling.
I am going to say something, Courtney.
Yeah.
No, me not gonna play all of this. I have to watch the rest of that to myself. There's 2 other parts of it where somebody did call in more of a share. And then me go share. Then me go. But after me share him, me go move on to head boy part specifically. You understand?
Areas. But I will teach a little bit more. I know you're a very good observant student. You realize that.
Don't worry yourself, man. Everything good.
I go find him.
You remember that?
Wonderful job.
The person will call him.
Why you think so much? It makes sense now.
Of course, I know.
Right. I'm going to look into that and see what I can find.
And sign out to the group of Jamaican business.
Just give me a second.
All right, teacher. Thanks.
All right.
Let me explain this point. Look no far money that was given
One man calling.
to help the people.
A man calling.
The water.
We never get the timestamp.
Hello, good night. Welcome to PDTV News Jamaica.
Good night.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to find him this.
The question was asked by Mr. Vaz about the Jackson and denied.
Mm-hmm.
Tell a lie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You see.
All right, my brother. Thank you for
Because
that perspective. Thank
we
you.
can't lose sugar. We can't lose ganja.
I think
we
that you
can't-
there first, you take
Oh.
But because me that out for
see it, yeah?
between the land and the sea.
Yeah, right, that's so. That brother, yeah.
I'll have more to teach soon. I'll have more to teach soon. For the night.
Search. One wild time. Andrea Stevens.
Yes, my to teach soon.
See it now.
Hello, final call. Yes, my father.
I was a part of the oil research. One wild time bank and Morant Bay. Decide.
Emotional damage. What did you say, bro? Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, this man claims that he was a part of the search in the Walton Basin area. Let us listen that again. That deserve another listen.
Yes, more to teach soon. Hello, final call for the night.
Hello, Andrea Stevens.
Yes, my father.
I was a part of the oil research. One wild time bank and Morant Bay. Decide file from about 2009.
Repeat that call.
2009.
You were a wait. Calm down. You said you were a part of a research.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At the Walter Bank and the Morant Bay.
Mm-hmm.
It found from about 2008 to 2009.
Oh.
But now, it look like after that now we find the oil.
Mm-hmm.
As they said, the satellite, they start to use the satellite after.
Yes.
So the satellite now would have bring out a more visible scenery on the whole terrain between the land and the sea.
Wow.
But the oil find from about 2009, 2008, 2009.
Oh, and you were a part of the research. So why wasn't it advanced from then?
Well, me couldn't tell you that because me is just a local person from the whole research. But I think 19 nations is upon the ship with it.
19
other nations, yeah.
So from them long time them find it.
Yeah.
Help. We key out of the letter.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
2009. If in a 2009, if what this man is saying is true, that he was a part of this, a Bruce Golding, the Prime Minister 2009, a labor right, you know? Now, when Bruce Golding was in power, did the PMP know anything about this? This alleged excursion of many nations in boats going around the sea, searching for evidence of oil and gas and finding it. These are just questions based off what this person is saying. I think there are questions that are to be asked. Will we get an answer? I don't know. I really don't know if we're gonna get an answer. But I think we deserve answers. 2009. Why is this not the biggest news since 2009, ladies and gentlemen? I'm gonna big up Lorraine and big up yourself in Lorraine, the same place. Novelet, big up yourself, Miss Scott. Ryan Campbell, big up. Right? Why we haven't heard about it if that's true? So this kind of shocked me. And my whole reason for this live stream is not to declare that oil is in Jamaica, but to look at the evidence and the arguments. I asked myself, how did they come up with the 7 billion barrels of oil? How did they come up with that estimate? You have to have some type of some type of research, something tangible to come up with a prospect of 7 billion barrels of oil? I always ask that question. I am not an expert. I don't know how, I don't know how it is actually done in terms of discovery of oil. I don't know. I'm being honest, ladies and gentlemen. But my spider senses are tingling. And my lack of trust of this government is making it a full-blown wave, a tsunami of questions in my mind. Some of them I cannot even utter out of my mouth. I have to just keep them to myself. You understand? Brian Reed, big up. Right? I remember to like the video and like up the video, guys. Share up the video. I don't know. Moderators, where are we with the likes? Where are we with the likes, ladies and gentlemen? Can somebody give me a like compared to how many people watching comparison? Because I'm not even looking at that. I'm very much focused on the information. Right? So I want you guys. And listen some more. Listen some more to the virgin. Listen to
you
this.
say you find it in the Morant area?
We both find it in all of them. But because me is an outspoken person, as they are talking about now, them ditch me because to me represent the fisherman and we start speak out on the development of the fisherman and all of these things. Them ditch me because, I told you represent a cooperative. And we want all the fishermen.
No, this is disrespectful. No, that is disrespectful. People, 275 people watching and only 38 likes. No. That is disrespectful. I feel away. Me not tell no lie. I feel away. 275 people watching and 38 likes. No man, we have to do better than that. We need at least 200 likes. If me have 70 plus people we are here. Yeah, that, alright, that's a 1/3. But 200 and odd people are watch. Welcome to the platform, by the way. Could you guys just please hit the like button? It's free, It takes 1 second. It takes 1 second, guys. No, sir. Thank you to the people that hit the like button here, man. Mighty God.
Development, same like how I said Burkina Faso.
Yes.
Would I use a cooperative and build the tomato factories?
Yes.
We there try to use the cooperative now for develop the fishing industry because we find that the inshore area, the fishing kind of dwindle. So we want bigger boats and all of these things. Venture out far we could rest the environment of the inshore area. But because me that outspoken fisherman and me never a sellout, they all group up against me and say me is a troublemaker and show me out of the system.
Mighty God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that them do me.
So that is why we're finding so much shark attacks in St. Thomas now. The oil probably disrupting the natural life, the natural sea life.
Yeah, that can probably because all them do the oil thing, is a like a blast, and the blast go and hit the sea bottom. So it disturbs the whole fishing environment.
And Bruce Golding was the Prime Minister at the time when they turn off the thing, no, my father. Bruce Golding was the turn off the thing, my friend. Let us finish the call quickly. And Bruce Golding was the Prime Minister at the time when the oil was found.
Yeah, I believe so. At that time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So you call me back, we can have some more discussion on it because, as I said, the representative, we can't afford.
I'll go and call you back.
Wanna see, it's a part one, you know. Wanna see the evidence, right? Wanna see the evidence and the argument that was presented. Enough of it for you to. And I hear that we are up at 103 likes. Rowan, thank you. Keep me posted. And moderators, please encourage people to hit the like button here and keep greeting the new ones that come in. When you see new people come in the chat, the moderators, I really would love for you guys to greet them if you are available to, and say hello and welcome to the platform and stuff like that. You know, keep it warm and cordial in the comment section with the guests that come in. All right, especially when they come and they have a good spirit. They get me? Yeah, man. So keep it warm and nice. But you guys see the evidence there. This is over 30 minutes, so I'm gonna make a part 2 of this. And for those that watch this reaction from the beginning to the end, just know that this is part 1. In part 2 now, I am going to go into what the brother, oh my goodness, Head Boy said. And I looked into what he said and I came up with some serious research material that I am going to share with you guys. So don't go anywhere. Alright, we're gonna go to the next one. See? That is it. Like and share up your live, ladies and gentlemen. Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend for forward, because over here say you know. No joke about it. Over here say it. Before I go to part 2, I just want to put in this quick story here, ladies and gentlemen, because I say we're having a serious problem in Jamaica. A very, very serious problem. And if you thought that when I spoke about, yes, so I want to touch on this real quickly. Lascelles Perkins, pick up yourself. We're having a very, very, Patrick Wagwan, General, we're having a very serious problem in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not even funny. It is quite serious. Remember the concerns that the JFJ put out in terms of the unalivings that was happening of the Jamaican citizens. Well, again, if you think that we were gaslighting, if you think that we were misinformed in our concerns, where the police is concerned and unaliving people. You guys remember when I said the way how the police is operating and the government is backing them. They say they are working off intelligence, right? They are working off intelligence. And I'm saying your intelligence can be flawed. You understand? And the concern is, yes, you label this person or you get information that this person is a criminal. It doesn't give the police license to go and unalive them. And there is more concerns about them unaliving them and just removing the body at the same time. All of it is unconstitutional in my purview of what I understand, and illegal. It's what they call extrajudicial killings. And then there's people in the society that actually is championing this. They don't know the people that the police them is going for. Yes, them a criminal, unalive them. I hope that this video that I'm about to play make you double, triple consider your position. Let's listen to this.
Wrong. In a shocking case of mistaken identity, a man found himself at the center of an investigation after the police wrongfully listed him as wanted for murder. Raquel Porter reports.
Matter of fact, don't move that hand no more. So, Mike, you mean to tell me Diddy was touching on your leg while you was sitting right here on this couch? Trying to, but I seen him before. Diddy, get the hell out of this studio.
When Wanted Wednesday goes wrong. In a shocking case of mistaken identity, a man found himself at the center of an investigation after the police wrongfully listed him as wanted for murder. Raquel Porter reports.
From a man, I never commit a crime. I have never been to a police station. I have never been to jail.
And yet, Orlando Grieve found himself wanted for murder. His brother sent this photograph on May 28, 2025. The 26-year-old construction worker had been working with his father in Manchester.
I thought it was a prank at first because I know of a page on the media way normally get people picture, post it up, and put music on it. Until a couple minutes after, I see everybody start send it to me and know me, and I say, wow, from this one now right there, so me I say, this look real, man, something not right about this. So I start dig up now and try to find out. So me have a police friend that live, it's my neighbor, I live right up the road up there, so I called him and tell him to check.
Checks revealed he was wanted in Portmore, St. Catherine. He turned to a pastor and a football coach to accompany him. Thursday morning, about 9 o'clock, he along with his father and the pastor went to Mandeville Police Station.
And returning myself at Mandeville Police Station, I explained to them what was the issue. And them carry me on a CIB office run I back. After that, them talk to an inspector man and him said, them now have nothing to do with that for them station because enough for them parish. So him said, people hold on. And him make some calls and him, we did about 10 minutes. We did it till about 10 minutes. And then he come back and say, him have to place me in a custody. Until Portmore company.
He detailed the journey with the police officers to Portmore.
Listen carefully the details of how the police ride from Mandeville or Manchester, wherever I'm come from, to Portmore. Listen to what the police them, where him say the police them said to him in the car. And I want you to tell me in the comment section if you don't believe what I say, or if it's far-fetched, or if it doesn't sound like something that the Jamaican police would say. Listen to this.
Police officers to Portmore.
4 police officers came for me to transfer from Mandeville to Portmore. When I was going up to Portmore, them start checking me. I say, boy, you're a killer. You're a killer, you kill people. And thing you wanted, man, you shouldn't turn in yourself and make me come to you. Shouldn't turn in yourself and make me come to you.
The next day.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
4 police officers came for me to transfer from Mandeville to Portmore. When I was going up to Portmore, them start checking me. I say, boy, you're a killer. You're a killer, you kill people. And thing you wanted, man, you shouldn't turn in yourself and make me come to you. Shouldn't turn in yourself and make me come to you.
The next day.
This is the mentality of many Jamaicans. You see them in the comment section and the post when the JFJ did their protests against the unaliving. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very dangerous mentality. This is a very dangerous road that we have been treading. We are not judge, jury, and executioners. Even when you wear a police uniform, there is a process of the judiciary. The person should be carried to prison and then in front of a judge. That is the process. And every effort should be made to do so. Right? Let's get to 200 likes now, people. Every effort should be made to do so. And this is the reason why Orlando Gray is not the person that they're looking for. It's mistaken identity. And if this young man was to be pounced upon by the police, thinking that he was the individual that they're looking for, it would be another innocent person unalive by the police. And you can't tell me, say, all of the people with them unalive, few of them in there wasn't mistaken identity already since the year start. Where is this intelligence coming from? Eh? Where it coming from? Terrible leadership. Understand? And it start from the top with Andrew Honest. Because him is the one who is championing this. Him and always strong. They need to come down. You understand? This could be your child. This could be your brother. This could be your uncle. This could be your father, your grandfather, your nephew. You understand? And we must stop wait until the thing reach our doorstep. What's up, Cheryl? Prince Diamond, big up. We must stop wait until the thing reach our doorstep for us to have public outrage about these things. Right? What we are going to do? Wait till it happen to our mother, wait till it happen to our father, and then we want to burn down the whole of Jamaica. I just don't want the thing to go. Because everybody I see, is not everybody is the same. Me I tell you that right now. And everybody I go see them family member get innocently unalive by the police and just kick back and wait for this a wicked evil judicial system we're headed by the DPP. We are move like shell labor right. If you come prosecute nobody. Huh? Only thing say everybody I see him. Listen to me, man. The humblest man. You will be surprised how certain events can motivate the evilest person in a flip of a switch. Alright? Everybody have that little something in them. We need to clean this up in Jamaica. And the people in Jamaica need to demand that these killings stop. The man need to wear them body worn cameras immediately. Because this young man's life could have been outed. You hear what the man said, the police said to him, why you giving yourself? They don't want them to go to court. They want to execute them. They are police in the force that has this mentality. Because somebody is a criminal and them analyze somebody. It's an eye for your eye. Well, if we all kill, if we all choke out each other's eye, there'll be no eyes left. So imagine if the police was to analyze somebody's child wrongfully and the person them have the same mentality with him have and do everything in their power to go for them to make sure that they are no longer in the land of the living. How it a go? Are they right or are they wrong to do it? Because of the same mentality and the same action that the police then carry out, you know. Because the police deem you as a person who is a you unalive innocent people. That means that you're dead. So if police are unalive innocent people and the people and believe that they're dead and they actually go out with that, carry out that action, what is going to happen? Do you guys understand why this is a dangerous mentality? And it needs to stop immediately. The people need to go in front of a judge and due process. No matter how much crime they do. Due process. Shorty, big up. Due process. And look at the picture with the news. He look like one criminal. He look like one bad man. Look at the picture with the news. You woulda go some ups and start a profiling. Melissa, what's up, baby? You woulda profile her youth at the same time. Talk it true. Look at the picture on the screen. You would profile this young man right now and say to yourself, say, yo, that youth look like one criminal for you, you know. Look like him unalive enough people, you know. Right? But mighty God, art looks deceiving. I see him say, look on a girl and she look like a saint. And she turn out to be the devil, an old Jezebel. Lens hurt what you deal with. Right? And vice versa. 303 people. We must can get 200 likes, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Listen to this.
ACF posted this photograph on its Instagram page. About 4:30 p.m., Alanda said he was interviewed, and based on the questions the police asked, he knew it was a case of mistaken identity. His parents retained attorney Nicoy Ferguson, who visited the station Saturday afternoon.
What?
You can't afford an attorney. That are the next thing too. How much you can afford an attorney? You remember the youth down in the ghetto there where they unalive and the family come out and say a mistaken identity? Do you guys see that it's a great possibility that that's the case? Here we have an example of that. So it's not every time when the people them come out on a bun tie in the ghetto, it means that them wrong. Cause not for only because people them living at the ghetto only feel like say, oh, them just a back crime. Jamaica, we need to change our mentality. It's a dangerous mindset that a lot of people will feel like say them is of certain guilt in society and feel like them better than people. Like for them life worth more than anybody else. And the things that are happening to the people in the ghetto can never happen to them. Huh? Watch, man. Me say one day. Them are going to get a rude awakening very, very soon. Believe you me. You can mark my words, man. Me tell you that. God is not sleeping. And a God me I look fun for the judgment. God not sleep. You better stop it. You better stop it. How much you can afford a liar? Eh? How much youth? You can imagine other youth who get mistaken identity and now we just gone in our system and the wrong man gone to jail and the real killer their road. Can you imagine that? And then what do you think they're going to do? Oh, we're sorry. Youth still can't get the liar, can't afford the liar for suicide system. In traumatizing, come out of jail if he live through it after the mistaken identity clear up. Him live through it and come on the road. You think say him a plan for soon our government will get millions of dollars? He just got saying free. And he don't even know him rights, he don't even know him constitutional rights because education, they don't teach them things in school. That's another thing. That is another thing. We have been failed by the system of Jamaica once again. This is a failed state. Eh? And then the man have the audacity to come with them SOEs unconstitutional. And them still about it, you know? The illegal acts against the people of Jamaica is piling up under this government. And they have stood behind every single illegal act that they have committed. It is a disgrace. This is
who visited the station Saturday afternoon.
What seems to have occurred is that certainly there is another Alanda Gray whom the police want for murder. It is, I think what transpired is quite sad because the sequence of events demonstrate, in my view, that whoever put up the photo, no due diligence at all seemed to have been done because my client has been living at his address all his life. The mother indicates to me, that's my client's mother, that she believes the picture that was posted is the picture that he has on his passport.
He promised to file a habeas corpus application if his client had not been released by Monday. On Monday, June 1, 2025, Alanda was taken to a room in the police station where he was interrogated in the presence of his attorney and subsequently released. But Alanda said he felt like a prisoner. His image was still posted.
I'm not going nowhere. I can't go work. I can't go nowhere. I have to stay. I have to lock it. I'm afraid. Afraid my guy road and police see me and say, oh, I escaped this. I escaped from prison because they still up there. The picture still up there. So me in custody and shoot me or something. I'm afraid I can't go on the road.
Here are some of the comments under the post.
Man choose to see the judge and not his maker. I'm just going to,
me have to talk about the Jamaican people. Man choose to see the judge and not his maker. This person think it's something funny. This person think it's something funny, you know.
I know him that.
Kiss me teeth. I know him that. I want to get the picture there. See?
I want to get that picture there. Me broken hearted.
Me broken hearted because he should be in the mark. This person is saying that them heart is broken because the young man should be in the mark. Jamaica people wanna look upon the mindset of these germs. This is a scumbag. We put this in our comment section. This is a piece of germs. He's broken hearted because somebody wasn't unalive. Melissa, Sharon, you know see this? Rohan, you know see this? I'm glad that TVJ put it up. Look at the mind. Me tell you saying I know just Andrew want to look at the mindset of some of the people in Jamaica. The mindset, this person said them broken hearted because the young man is not in the mark. And I maintain that even if he was a killer, under the Constitution, we standing by the Constitution, he has the right to life and due process. If we do what the killers do, we are no different from the killers. If we do what the killers do, we are no different from them. What does the Bible say? What does the Bible say about this? Does the Bible say you should go and exact the same unto the person that do you wrong? No. The Bible says vengeance is of the Lord, not of man. We are not the judge. You understand? We are not the judge. Judges in courtrooms are acting judges. If we know some of them antecedents in their life, I take that word from Andre. If we should know some of them antecedents and some dark things that are doing in their life, some of them not even fit for the judge. But we have a system on earth where we have judges. Yes? And they are guided in such a way. But look at this misinformation that all this man's reputation. Him afraid to go out. Him afraid to go do him work. You can't see the youth traumatized. This is the second case. We see like this now. Who remember the other reporter that come up with this slim young man when they have to get lawyer to and guard the police station? He had to get a lawyer and go to the police station. Mighty God.
Yeah, because he should be in the morgue. Why, Alanda, you can't play. Look like
Alanda, you can't play. Look like you win the jackpot. So you see the picture where them put up with the card behind him. I mock this person, I mock him, you know. Because them feel say I'm a killer, you know. Why me I tell you, man?
Like you win the jackpot.
We had been seeking clarification.
See there? You see the picture them put up? With the card and everything? Like man. Wow, man. This is crazy.
June 5, but we did not get a response. On Monday and Tuesday again, we sought an official response. Up to Tuesday, June 11, the force still had not responded. But of note, the photo was removed on Tuesday, sometime after 5 p.m. Raquel Porto, reporting for TVJ News.
The JCF to come out to apologize to the youth. If 4 police them are carrying a car and I label him as criminal allegedly and say they want him for rate, they don't come apologize to him. Law abiding citizen, hard working and work on construction. Me say the system make no for the youth them turn criminal, you know. The system do it, you know. some of the same police them, you know, the government in our own, you know, fail state, fail the youth them, label the man a criminal. I want them sue the government and make millions off of them. It's so sorry, say you can't come out of 128 bank account. Cause I him tell them say, me to judge or me to maker. Shoot to unalive. Or strong. Don't miss. They can't. I'm gonna play the audio because I'm not too rampant. I'm gonna play the audio.
Either meet a judge or meet your maker. Our prisons and police lockups are fully populated. I do not train my police to lose. We have the superior training and firepower to ensure that we win every time. Wherever they go, we'll find them and we'll bring them in, one way or the other. Whether we bring them in the pickup that come behind us in the car, I don't want to come on a stretcher, it's their business. I don't promise that, right? But we'll find them and bring them in. Either meet a judge or meet your maker.
No problem with that, Oris Champ. The prison then full up. Now have enough space. So now admit say that's how I kill off you them. People. Take sleep and mark that here. You remember me tell you take sleep and mark that. Another example. This is a rogue government, yes. Marie. Rogue government. You understand? Anyway, you make me know what you think about that in the comment section. Alright? Now, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we are going to move on, you know. We are going to move on to the substantive reason why I went live today. Head boy, front tight class, me general. I said something yesterday where, why me I tell up on Andre's show, me I tell you.
Head boy is my final call.
Yeah, man. Head boy said something yesterday, last night. Make me go do some digging. I started to dig, ladies and Colin Wagwan. I started to dig. And I dig and I dig and I dig. And I'm going to show you what I find. You understand? So make me your head boy have a say.
Right, Professor, I know this is what you call set a rat trap. Yeah? Because I remember I had a discussion with you one day on Midday Connections and I spoke about this company called West Indies Petroleum. Yeah?
Yes.
And you know why Andrew Ness can't go home? Why Daryl Vaz can't go home?
Yes.
Because you must look who is the chairman of the Factories Corporation.
Tanny Shirley.
What is his relationship to a principal director of West Indies Petroleum?
You tell me.
Is his brother.
Shirley, West Indies is the chairman of the SCJ. I did not know that. Who is Tanny Shirley? Furthermore, West Indies Petroleum. Who is Tanny Shirley's brother? I looked up these things. But let's continue. Let him finish.
And they have bought a petroleum processing, a refinery.
Yes.
Down in the Virgin Islands, which is one of the largest refineries in the Caribbean. It's larger than Petrochin in Trinidad and larger than Petrojam.
Just to remember that. Remember that refinery that he's talking about.
Bought a petroleum in the Virgin Islands, which is one of the largest refineries in the Caribbean. It's larger than Petrochin in Trinidad and larger than Petrojam. Yeah?
Yes.
So why are these guys buying a refinery if they don't intend to do business in the Caribbean? Because where they go and buy the oil from them? Can't go Venezuela. Trinidad not really sell much oil. Yeah?
Yes.
So where they buy this refinery in expectation that the oil will become available in Jamaica.
So we know for a fact that this United Oil and Gas, they have gone even to the how it is that Daryl was saying don't know them, but yet though the Foreign Affairs Ministry is busy organizing a meeting at the British High Commission for investors to come and discuss about the potential oil find that they had in Jamaica.
Wow.
So somebody's lying, and there's no way the Foreign Affairs Ministry going have a discussion on oil if they know there's no oil in Jamaica. Yeah. So somebody's lying. But all the best, teacher. I know you're tired, so get some rest, my friend.
Oh, like I said, everything that Edward just said, I took that very seriously. And I went to look up who these people are. And I came up with this. Ladies and gentlemen. First name on the ballot. Tommy Shirley. That is the man. 50 years of service, Jamaica private and public sector. Liliton is regarded as a visionary business leader in 2024. He was recognized for outstanding service to public and private sector with honor of Order Jamaica in 2017. He was awarded the Order of Distinction Commander Class. He serves as chairman of the Kingston Free Zone and director of the Port Authority of Jamaica. Linton has been chairman of the FCJ since 2016, leading the Public Relations and Marketing Committee and serving on the Corporation Governance, Finance, Human Resource and Administration, and IT committees. Right? West Indies Oil and Gas. But before we go there, this man right here is, I believe, Gordon Shirley, which is this man's brother, allegedly. Them call him Liton Tanny Shirley. Alright? Tanny Shirley. Now, what is the role of the FCJ? Where did I put that? What is the role of the FCJ? Did I put that? Did I write that down? No, yes, not. But it's allegedly this is his brother, right? So what I want to do is I want to play on their own website what West Indies Petroleum is, because I have to do this the right way, you know. This part, yes. The FCJ is the Factories Corporation of Jamaica. Let me carry it over here, sir. The FCJ is the Factories Corporation of Jamaica. Alright? And is one of the drivers of government. Is one of the drivers of the government's Jamaica's economic growth and job creation agenda. We provide real estate solutions for a variety of industries such as manufacturing, agro-processing, warehousing and distribution, and the global services sector, business process outsourcing. FCJ is one of the largest providers of real estate in Jamaica, with over 100 facilities island-wide, strategically situated, whether near the island's port or commercial districts. We provide standalone buildings. That's too far. We provide standalone buildings as well as spaces in industrial estate. Today, FCJ manages over 1.6 million square feet of industrial space for small, medium, and large enterprise facilities. Employment for approximately 5,868 individuals in a wide cross-section of industries. FCJ stands firm by our mission to safety, customer needs, and enhance national development by providing quality industrial and commercial spaces at competitive rates, with the prospects that the global service sector, in particular business process outsourcing, now holds the organization the organization is embarking in another phase of expansion to cater to the industry. FCJ now developing projects which will be suitable for a special economic zone, says status, therefore expanding value-added activities for transnational manufacturing and distribution companies. Transnational. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I said to Google, is West Indies Petroleum a distribution company? Yes. West Indies Petroleum Limited is a major fuel distribution company in the Caribbean. Well, let's go to their website. Let's play this.
Fuel is the most important thing. It makes you able to go from one place to another. It's what drives every single industry. It's the backbone and cornerstone of literally everything that we as human beings do on this earth today.
There's one thing about fuel that's probably above everything else. It's consistent. Once there's commerce and there's movement, then it becomes a vital part of everybody's life. I don't see commerce and movement coming to an end, and so I think that fuel is here to stay for a very, very long time.
WIP fuels Jamaica behind the scenes. On a day-to-day basis, everybody uses fuel. You might see a truck passing you at the stoplight. Your assumption, all right, it's going to a gas station. That's not necessarily the case. WIP meets the demands of various persons in Jamaica. We have the commercial sectors, or the industrial sectors. We have banks, we have people who own car rental places. We have persons who own trucks. Even the fisherman who needs to go and provide for his family, the taxi man you see on the road, all of them are being fueled by West Indies Petroleum.
We're different than other players in the market as we control our own destiny. We source a product, we store it, and we supply. We are not constrained by supply challenges as others are in the market.
WIP is a multi-dimensional company. We're in the Caribbean, we're in an island, we don't have oil coming out of the ground or refineries in these places. Us having access to this terminal gives us a tremendous logistical advantage, which allows us to bring more cost-effective fuel into people's vehicles and into their generators and into their lives generally.
We are the largest non-government storage facility in Jamaica, and we say that with pride. We're situated right almost in central Jamaica. We can go on the highway, go north, south, east, west. We're situated in a very good position. We're probably the only terminal in Jamaica that operates how we operate. We operate 6 days out of the week to supply the local market. We actually start loading trucks at 3 a.m. on the dot every morning. We have a team here preparing from midnight, 1 a.m., dedicated workers from the terminal who see the same vision as the company to meet the needs of the customers.
West Indies Petroleum wasn't actually the start of the journey. I've been involved in fuel for maybe the better part of 30 years in Jamaica. I started a small wholesale distribution company. At that time, all our fuel was being purchased from our local refinery. West Indies Petroleum was kind of like we passed the baton on at a point when Gas Investments, which is the name of the former company, became large enough and expansive enough that we thought to enter in another segment of the fuel industry through West Indies Petroleum. When we came into the marine industry, there was really just one supplier here. We came into the space recognizing that most of the ships that came to Jamaica don't actually take fuel here. We sort of upset the apple cart a little bit and went after vessels and companies that we knew had huge potential if we could find a way to bring the fuel here economically. And ultimately, this is why we acquired this terminal. We put in place the equipment like small vessels to deliver the fuel to them, and we created an industry that didn't really exist before. We really made the bunkering space a much bigger space in Jamaica, especially to the cruise lines who were very hungry to find new destinations in the Caribbean where they could take fuel.
Fuel in the future means evolving. WIP is basically trying to look into the future. We have to look further down the road, look at what the customer needs and Jamaica needs on a whole. As Jamaica develops and grows, we need to grow with them. We see their needs as our needs.
Fueling the future expresses where we think we are and where we're going to be. Obviously, the fuel of today is on the minds of everybody in terms of carbon intensity and in terms of global warming. We're here today playing a very important role providing the fuel that drives everybody's lives, but we think about the future and understand that as that changes, that we'll be there to provide whatever that fuel might be.
Go on. People, wanna get the likes up, man. Get the likes up, man. Show some appreciation for the work, man. Get the likes up. So this are West Indies. This are West Indies Petroleum, right? WIP. And Gordon Shirley is allegedly, according to Head Boy, is allegedly the chairman of the SCG's brother, Tony Shirley. I'm not suggesting nothing. I'm just saying FCJ's has to deal with these types of companies. You see me? So only can deduce, only want to deduce from that. Now, we are going to move on to some more evidence that I found interesting. Yes? We can pause this. I'll move on to some more evidence that I found very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? Oh, no. That one can be left alone. That one can be left alone. That one can be left alone. This is the page. Gordon Shirley. Yes. This is their page. Alright? Chairman. So he's the chairman of WIP. Just for evidence, you know. Looked it up. Alright. Do you guys remember this? The Morant Bay situation? You remember what Andre said about that area and potential oil? Go watch this back. I'm not even gonna play it. Go watch that back. Alright? Go watch that. I don't want to be thrown off too much. Go watch that back. No. This is a part of it that is interesting. Where's the article? Oh, you gotta be shit. What? So, uno two? Oh no. Bro, don't play with me. I found the article I found an article, right? That on the Daily that spoke about WIP owning, denying owning. So them just do me like that. Oh God. West Indies Petroleum owning refining company. Allegation. The Daily. Let's see if it comes up. See it here. Yo, nobody go on like so no want style me in a bridge. Me no want hear nothing about no monthly fee, bro. I read the article. Oh man. Why me can't find it somewhere else? Jesus. Sign up. Man, I ain't got no time for that. I wished I screen recorded this. I really do. I wish I screen recorded. This is ridiculous. It's actually crazy. Oh. Now it's not even going back to Google. West Indies, right. We must find another article. Stunning defense, Jamaican base has... so the Observer, yes, okay. This was, okay, wonderful. The Observer has it. The Observer has it. Nice. Now, the argument that Headboy made is that they own this refining company, right? And that argument he's making where's Lorraine? Lorraine, nobody throw me off in the Lord God. Where's it? Alright, anyway. So this large refining company, obviously a refinery is used to get the different levels of to maximize what they can get from the raw oil find, right? So his argument is that if the potential was not real for oil to be found in Jamaica, why would West Indies Petroleum Limited be buying a oil refinery, such a large one in the Virgin Islands? Now, according to I'm not saying that they didn't, I'm saying that's the argument that Headboy made. Now, according to this, ladies and gentlemen, in a stunning turn of events, the Jamaican-based West Indies Petroleum Limited has denied ownership of the Lime Tree Bay Refinery in St. Croix, United States Virgin Islands. The Virgin Islands Consortium published in a June 22 article that WIP denied its interest in the refinery.
Subscribe to the channel. Tell me Diddy was touching on your leg while you were sitting right here on this couch. Trying to, but I seen him before. Diddy, get the hell out of the studio.
Where you say? Sylvia lost her life for that piece of family land. The oil is in the Kobe LAB area. Lord of mercy. Whoa! Father God help me. This is too much. Anyway, not my word, people. I'm just reading the comments. It says here that the Virgin Islands Consortium, June 22 article, denied in the interest of the refinery, which was purchased for US 62 million in late January. WIP Incorporated in 2012 started the ship bunkering business in the Caribbean and Latin America region, but has since expanded into final petroleum products, and it's targeting regional expansion. What is more regional expansion than oil being found in Jamaica? While a Jamaican company is here. So I see, they denied that they bought the company, right? But it would make sense if they did. If the oil prospects in Jamaica is that serious, it would make sense if they did. West Indies Petroleum Limited wishes to clarify that contrary to media reports, it is not the stakeholder in the Lime Tree Bay Refinery in St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands and was not the entity which purchased the refinery, although an initial participant in the early bidding process. Due to the legal factors, WIPL elected not to further pursue the initiative. What that is saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that they were early bidders, but due to some type of legal issue, they elected to not pursue it. That's what they said. Alright? I'm just, Sea Fisher big up. That's what they said. Grace Lewis big up. Right? It says further, those factors also constrained WIPL from commenting sooner about the inaccurate report in the media. In response, WIP provided to the consortium and the other media entities in June. When the Caribbean Business Report reached out to Senior Vice President of WIP, Danville Walker, that name is very, very popular, isn't it? Danville Walker, for comment on the matter, he said he could not comment at the time and would respond once certain events have passed first. WIP listed 5.6 billion or US 36.3 million in preference shares on the Jamaica stock market, private market, on December 31st. A Virgin Islands Daily News article had WIP response stating that the sale of the Lime Tree Refinery was successful. Closed earlier this year by Port Hamilton Refining and Transportation, which is a consortium of the United States and Caribbean-based investors. The United States Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, right, EPA, in a notification on its website stated that WIP and Port Hamilton were the joint winners of the refinery in an auction held in bankruptcy court in December 21st. Mighty God, we need a divine intervention with island people. My John
emotional, damn it.
Let me read that again. A Virgin Islands news article had WIP response stating the sale of the Lime Tree Bay Refinery was successfully closed earlier this year by Port Hamilton Refining and Transportation, which is a consortium of the United States and Caribbean-based investors. The United States EPA, in a notification on the United States Environmental Protection Agency, on its website, stated that WIP and Port Hamilton were the joint winners of the refinery in an auction held in bankruptcy court in December 2021. In a letter sent to WIP and Port Hamilton on March 2nd, EPA summarized a number of requirements that had to be met before starting the refinery in a subsequent letter sent on March 22nd. EPA stated that based on strong indicators, the refinery would need to be obtained to prevention of significant deterioration permit prior to the potential startup of the refinery operations. So we'll land there. Why is EPA sending WIP? Get us to 300 likes, guys. Why is EPA sending WIPL a letter, right, about how to restart the refinery? Details. Why are they sending them a letter? I'm just asking, is the EPA, the United States Environmental Protection Agency, are they so misinformed, ladies and gentlemen, that they got this so wrong? Because according to them, EPA is a joint, owner of the refinery, to the point where they send them a letter March 2nd and March 22nd. I want to make it very, very clear. I am not saying that WIPL, right, has any ownership to the refinery. I'm asking the question based off the article. Why is EPA, United States Environmental Protection Agency, is so misinformed? Remember, they are supposed to protect the environment, you know. Where did they get the information to send a letter to WIPL? Something just ain't right. Something ain't right, baby. This don't look good. It don't smell good. It don't sound good. Something just ain't right. And this was from 2021. 2021, ladies and gentlemen. It moves on to say that the refinery had its operation paused in June 2021 after EPA said that multiple air emissions incidents due to imminent and substantial endangerment to public health or welfare of environment posed by refineries continued operation. Line 3 Bay Refine LLC filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the United States after its operations were paused. WIP's bid surpassed St. Crux Energies, which had bid US 57 million, consisting of US 30 million cash up front. Wow! The refinery, so they talk about the bid where WIPL put out, you know. So they had interest. The refinery has a capacity of 646,000 barrels per day. Now that's a big ass refinery. 7 billion barrels of oil. 646,000 barrels per day. Interesting. Let's move on. Former WIP director Courtney Wilkinson and John Levy are set to return to Kingston and St. Andrew Parish later this month on charges relating to what? Cybercrime? Oh, wait a minute. What the hell is going on? What is this? What is this? What is this? I didn't even get to read this article. What is going on here, man? Did they say the former WIP director, the former director of West Indies Petroleum, Courtney Wilkinson and John Levy, are set to return to Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court later this month on charges relating to Cybercrimes Act? Both men are still shareholders in WIP despite being removed as directors.
What did you say? Hey, bro, come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so? What the hell? Oh my God, no way,
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
I did not read this article until a while ago. I did not read this article. Remember, you know, the original article that I wanted to show, it did not come up. See there? God always working in mysterious ways. I could not get this article in the Daily News for the Virgin Islands to come up about the situation. And I found a Jamaican newspaper. Wanna listen to this? Listen to this. Mighty God of Daniel, take the wheel. Now me have to go look up them two brother. Courtney Wilkins and John Levy. What is their position? Where them there right now with things? Me go look. Me go look. Google. Make me go look and see what I'm going with them, brother. Cause this not safe. This not safe none at all. And I want you guys to look at this now because see, this is 2022. US 200 million cash on for St. Crux Refinery. The same refinery, ladies and gentlemen. The refinery is in high demand, I wonder why. I wonder why this refinery is in such high demand. I wonder the biggest refinery in the Caribbean. I wonder why it's in such high demand. Very interesting. This was a video to show how oil is refined and why it's refined. Is to get different products from the oil. But let's go to Google, cause this is a on the spot research right now, about these two gentlemen. I want to know if them still involved in a WIP. Yes, I think that's a fair question. And what were the result of their charges of cybercrime? What was the results? Is it done? Is it still in court? Let's see. Come on, open up, man. Open up. Open up. Open up. Take long to open me, man. So this is which date? What is this? I'm gonna go back to the article. This is 2021. When was this article? Dates are very. This is 2022. All right. When is this article? Okay, 2022. So this is July and this is July. By West Indies Petroleum is seeking preservation orders pending the determination of this appeal. The appeal arises out of its unsuccessful application for similar orders before the judge of the Commercial Division of the Supreme Court. Its notice of application. So Courtney Wilkinson and John Levy respondents. Okay. Pending an appeal to maintain and preserve data information. Oh. Interesting. Escalation and modification of access, unauthorized access, escalation and modification of access, all electronic data in any format, emails, self-employees involved in correspondence. Yeah, this one is bigger than my pay grade, guys. This one is bigger than my pay grade. I ain't lying. Oh, here we go. So it says here, 2 Kingston businessmen have been arrested and charged with breaches of Cybercrimes Act following an interview present with lawyers, unauthorized access to computer program data, conspiracy to gain unauthorized access, conspiracy to access with intent to commit or facilitate the commission of offense, conspiracy to unauthorized modification of computer program data. It is alleged that businessmen who were at the time company directors gained unauthorized access to the emails of the company's CEO and 3 other senior WIP staff members. It is alleged that the men were assisted by 36-year-old IT specialist Winston Henry, who was charged for similar offenses. They are all granted bail and a sum of $400,000. No man, this serious. This appears to be that those gentlemen, did double IP something wrong. You know. So yeah, that's interesting. But what is the result of this case is what I want to know. What is the result? Is it the case of or the case against? I want to know the status. What is the status of the case against? The status of the case against Complex involving multiple legal proceedings and outcomes. Here's a breakdown. Wilkins and Levy was formerly freed from cybercrime charges. Jamaica cleaner were originally charged for breaches of Cybercrime Act. Winston Henry and the IT specialists were also charged in the same case. Charges stem from alleged blah blah blah. Claims against Wilkins and Levy along with other defendants was stayed pending in the outcome of litigation in St. Lucia. West Indies Petroleum Limited filed a claim against Wilkins and Levy along with others. Oh, so it's like I said, they were okay. All right, we can move along. We can move along, people. We can move along. This is another article that had to deal with the whole situation with the refinery. You know. But I think it's very interesting. I think it's something that other people that can do better research can go and do some digging for themselves. I'm not the best researcher. Alright. So we have to keep an eye on the refinery. The Virgin Islands refinery. Walk one win some splash did you be saying I place, pick up yourself. Seeing Lorraine. Whereas the Bolo all know a pure general ship I go around this island that them hiding from us. I want to big up Mr. Lonesome say the island finally. You see me? I don't know. But you know, I believe that half does now one, half does not the other. You know, if it completely goes up, but it can't near goes. You know what I mean? Because there was a young lady that called. Oh, and what make me know what to think about the research I'm find upon Tanny Shirley and FCJ and the West Indies Petroleum Limited. We can do our own research. I believe it's something that we really need to look into, because oil possibly being in Jamaica, who is going to benefit? You know, will they do it in such a way where we the people benefit? You know, Do they want to secure? Do they want me to? Do they want to secure monies for people outside Jamaica and not Jamaicans? Will we benefit substantially from a possible oil fine? I mean, the way how things are going right now, our children and our people are being kicked off the beaches and the coastlines and the rivers and the attractions where they make money. You know. So will it be only people in the know, the quote-unquote 12 families, the connected, that could benefit from a possible oil fine? And Andre said something very significant. If they use the satellites and they're looking at these potential seeps and areas that it has good potential based off the satellite findings, to the point where they are advertising for people to invest in this venture, then we can also speculate that if they was to strike black gold, how would regular Jamaicans benefit? And I'll go even further. Is there a push, education-wise, to train young men and women in a possible area of growth where oil is concerned? Like Jamaican people working in those drill areas, Jamaican qualified trained Jamaicans. Is there any preparation for that from the government, or are they going to just oil and gas is responsible for that and they're going to pay their own people and we are not going to earn from the drilling? Isn't a situation like that supposed to provide, like, I don't know, 100,000 jobs? And I'm talking about job be paying good money, where after 5 years, just based off you working at those drill points, you're supposed to be like multiple millionaire. Nora, how you doing? Yeah? So I don't know, man. These are just some questions off the top of my head the way I've been looking at this. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. No, remember to follow me on all platforms, ladies and gentlemen. The phone lines are open. The phone line, Ryan Campbell, what up, my brother? Salute to you, King. I see you on both platforms. The phone lines are now open. For my people on Bolo VNR Clips, I want to thank you for being here. I want you to come over to Bolo VNR 2.0. The phone lines are now open. I want to hear from you guys about this oil thing. I also want to hear from you guys about, you know, what do you think about the situation with the mistaken identity of the police having a wanted man picture up when it is alleged that he's not the man that they're looking for, based off the question that they asked him and the fact that he has lived where he has lived all his life? I really want to hear from you guys. So the people over by Bolo VNR Clips, I want to thank you so much for being here. Peace and blessings. I'm a people in over Bolo VNR 2.0. The number is on the screen right there. The number is on the screen right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know. Let me know. Come on, talk to me. I want to hear from you people, man. Yankee Bless. Who else is here? Start call people name, you know. Mind me have to call you know. Come like a lot man for do. You know, so something else going in our news. Well, I want to think about the Auditor General. Oh, we have Splash Digi. Man of the hour. Splash Digi, big up.
Go on.
There, my
But yeah, man.
boss.
But a point to well we learn some I believe we learn some I say is until them dig make the first digging and see the results of the aisle. He must say there's no aisle. Is it me?
Yeah, me understand him. I say, him a work off for the documentation and nothing
A
wrong with it.
physical things
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
work
yeah,
with.
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it me?
Until him
But
get evidence, him now go serate it. But I
you know
believe,
ready to feel like society there
I believe in,
about the fun.
I believe in critical thinking, and I believe in probing. You know, as long as you put it into context, that is what your argument is. You can make an argument about something, but that don't mean say you have the full facts about it. You just base off of some other things where you see. You feel me I deal with? So yeah.
But I know for the brother there where been run up and down all of the years I'm like for much years from the police I try to take away himself for him life. By a mistaken the mistaken
Oh,
identity
the
man.
mistaken identity. No, but him never say he might run from the police no. He must say him think of the one prank. Man say him think of the one prank, bro. The man say people are sending picture. At that time then he say, no man, this serious. How this really go? You understand what I say? Him think of one prank.
Yeah, but I can him must be scared at some point.
No man, you watch it, you watch the video? The man terrified, the man
Yeah,
not
the
left in
full video.
yard. The man not left in yard, brother. The man say
Besides
from him
my
go
point.
prison. He not left in from him can't go to prison. The man say afraid to go up on the road and police go think say him the on the thing because at the time when he must say that, the picture is still up on the website saying wanted. But like a day or two after they must take it down the Tuesday. You see me? Yeah man. So
the force really need a body where to deal with database by itself alone. Because even traffic tickets have the same problems too as well. Because sometimes you pay a traffic ticket and you get pulled over next time and then a man will tell you say yo you have a ticket you know you say no man you pay it. It's up to the police. If you have that discretion they are you probably have to go make your money your pocket have a discretion for you. You understand? Yes, so we need the body to really improve more. You get what I mean?
Yes,
Really improve. More big of the people them a whole lot to turn out to the protest. They don't use it from week from them time so not really get for so much, you know. But one for big of the people turn out and hopefully we can see one next parish I come soon with the protest. You see me?
And it's like they give us more to protest about.
Yeah man. So if even this right now is the last campaign to the campaign, you know. The election. Yeah, but we have to
Them have got add the Auditor General, the attempt to remove the Auditor General and the you see how funny it is. Look at the Auditor General doing her job and doing her job well. But what do them hire somebody who don't qualify for the job and them a defender? Hey, that government I want corrupt government, you know brother?
no man, hanky government. Real hanky.
Jesus Christ.
Government.
No sir.
I understand. Yeah man, I don't understand where them are doing, but them know the game where them are play. And them know the way they are play the game. Because as I say, on the oil findings, there's a whole heap more to it. A whole heap more to it. And I see Andrea talk about the Akompong town on the inland oil find. So, yeah man, they are trying to find some
that, you know.
that.
But Digi, look for the thing now man. Remember say almost 200 police, if not 200 police. Andrew set up a Akompong in the general. More you remember good, you know. Remember good, man. You remember say, I don't know if you that watch me them time there. I know me I go find that video there. You see Bolo TBV people, I want to go subscribe to Bolo TBV. And go subscribe to Splash Digi because you are born now. You see on Bolo TBV, you see them type of video there, when they do before, me I go post them again. Because it's relevant to the situation we are going on now. Me I go post back then, throw back video there. Me I tell you. Because me, when I say, why the man must show so much force in the account punks? You know, about, look, less than 200 people live up there, you know? Up I part where they going,
there is no sovereign government, sovereignty in Jamaica than the government.
They don't respect sovereignty. They don't respect the native them. This is a raw government, you know? How much maroon live in Jamaica?
So much time after that, you see them Jaffe, their own so-called maroons to them functions. And those maroons are not in the compound town them we're located at this time, right? Them say them are maroon, but them not dead now. You see me? It's because of the same ideology of the goal finding within them areas then, and it's not only St. Elizabeth, it's also the Portland, St. Thomas to Blue Mountain.
Even
those were the locations.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, man, those were the locations. So we have to look now and think broader as a people. You see me? Done with the narrow thinking, done with the narrow sighting. You have to look far and wide. That is the thing.
No, what me I say? Even if you go run with say, no man, the island they're not find it. Alright, cool. The cockpit country have so many earth minerals were valuable. So even the mining aspect of it.
Right.
You understand what I idea with? But
yep.
One thing is that we cannot allow them to mine in those maroon areas. One is not the government land. Right? And two, we need those areas to be preserved naturally as it is right now. There's life forms in there that is nowhere else in the world. Right? And it's also sacred ground in terms of burial. You understand? It's a whole heap of things too.
Yeah, man. As I tell you about the thing, the far and the wide and the deep and the shallow. Alright, if you remember a couple years ago when a part of community in St. Thomas where the earth itself, the dirt itself, did have volcanic flames ablaze right through. I don't know if you remember that news there.
You never watched that one then.
You see me? So this is that probably when all of them digging the start and them drilling the start, you will probably know of volcanic site where we have to go look out for, where probably Europe after them ground they start disrupt, you know. But there is a video, man, where the earth itself, where the ground in the yard, in the whole itself is like a volcanic lava did underneath it.
But I love that you got down there, bro.
I look it up and say, make you have it, man. They can't look at it. But
that's serious.
Well, what more thing? So not just for finding it, so we have to think about, as they say, the environment and all of them something there with the findings as well.
Yeah, some people in there, bro, them not care, no? They're not business. They just want to send money going to their pocket. They're not business.
That is the shallow and the near sighting of things. You see it. But if you look on the far side of that thing, you will probably see it. So you're not going to hurt it.
They're willing to mash up Jamaica. And then when Jamaica mash up, they can just live anywhere in Ireland they want. And they have money.
That them a pray, but you have a new housing development for all of them people upon the JP side, you know. Right down a high rise now, right down a general penitentiary. So they better start by paint up to sell from now before they reach night. When they still I go and watch a program
Yeah, man,
and I
respect.
check in. That's it. Yeah.
Thanks for calling, bro. Put it, drop a link in our chat. Somebody drop Splash Digi link in our chat there for me. Big up Splash Digi. Thanks for calling in, my brother. Good conversation. Hey, Lorraine, you better call me, you know. Cause you say something in our chat, man. Tell her. Let your voice be heard, mama. Call me, Lorraine. Call me. WhatsApp, call me. Let the people hear your voice and your perspective. This is the time. This is the hour. You better vote and put in the X on the head for PMP and people power. Understand? And this is what we're right now. But it's sad though. It's sad. You know, when I notice, I should have expected Andrew Holness and the government to come out for the integrity, the Auditor General. You remember when they come up with the $3 trillion unaccounted for? And yeah, well, on the sea fisher. I'm still read the comment. When you remember that? And Andrew Holness attack her, me say, yo, watch out. Alright, that's up. Me say, watch out. Watch out. That lady not safe. She not safe. When me see Andrew Holness attack the lady, me see me can find the article. Let me see if me can find the article. Hold on there, people. Andrew Holness attacks Auditor General. Let me see if me can find the article. Yes, here we go. January 18, 2025. Marati. Come on, man. Yo, bro, what you... Alright. Alright, cool. Me find one it. Yo, me don't like it cleaner sometime, you know. See if you just say Bolo, God will not allow. Splash this, drop the link in our chat, bro. And drop the Bolo TBV page. Link in our chat too. Please. Make the people them go follow. Me need to get to 1,000 subs. Me there about 700 now. Need 300 more. Let me share my screen. Who remember this? Let me share my screen. Who remember this? This was a couple months ago, few months ago, January 19, 2025. Holness rejects the Auditor General findings about the housing project. Montego Bay, St. James Prime Minister Andrew Holness has slapped down the Auditor General findings that his pet project, the new social housing program, duplicates functions being carried out by other state entities. I don't know why this finding would be levied against a program that is delivering real well-needed benefits to the people of Jamaica. We will review their report as we always do. We will respond, and if there's shortcomings, we are constantly seeking to improve the way in which we deliver benefits to the people. But I'm very concerned, he said. Holness was speaking during a ceremony in Montego Bay on Friday to hand over yet another house through NSHP, right? Which is run through the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, MEGJC, that he heads. He heads, you know. I find it very disturbing that a program like the the new social housing program, which was carefully crafted, well executed, is being almost attacked in this way. What do you mean attack? We wish to assure the public that we are doing everything possible, and we do everything possible to ensure that the benefits are delivered in a timely fashion, but also in an integral and efficient fashion. The new social housing program has not spent 3.4 billion today. That is incorrect and untrue, the Prime Minister said. So the Prime Minister attacked the Auditor General, saying that the Auditor General is lying. Saying, we totally disagree. What do you mean disagree? Or if you disagree with numbers. In fact, we reject the findings. Just like how you reject the Integrity Commission result. You saying they reject it doesn't have any power and any standing as it relates to the operation of the new social housing. I wish to reassure the public that we have administered the program he added. The Auditor General report has raised concern that the social program has similar objectives on and overlapping functions. The report also says in a lack of coordination among these entities. It outlined the history of distribution of housing related benefits, asserting that over the years similar roles have been or are being played by ministries of local government, labor and economic growth. You can imagine after this we see a similar thing with the fertilizer them people. The free fertilizer. And him have the audacity to come talk about say him reject the Auditor General's findings. We don't care where you reject. The facts are the facts. In 2019, the government further introduced the new social housing program, which offers housing units similar to the initial social housing program. Of note, the SHP and the NSHP are concurrently administered by separate units within the MEG-JC. Now, why would you have a SHP and an NSHP? Why would you have that? Why not one entity? But anyway, moving right along. However, according to Holness, the various agencies mentioned in the report have their own roles to play in delivering social housing. Right? So, delivering social housing. He also sought to explain what makes the NSHP unique. First of all, we build on lands that are provided by the beneficiary. That's a clear distinction. So the NSHP build on lands that are provided by the beneficiary, and the SHP only build on government lands. So the beneficiary has to bring the land to the table. We not only build for persons who is in need by virtue of their economic status, that they are below the poverty line and unemployed. We also build for persons whose houses were destroyed by fire or any other natural disaster, for which persons we have done quite a few. We also build to upgrade and improve tenement yard and big yards. No other entity has that mandate except the HAJ, Housing Authority of Jamaica. And their mandate is also slightly different as they take on much larger programs, while we do from 1 to 20 units, said Holness. The mandate is also quite different in that the new social housing program does not give building grants. Building grants are done by another unit within the Ministry of Housing, and it is also done by the CDF, Constituency Development Fund. Yeah man, drop them links, Digi. All of these units collaborate. In fact, the new social housing program constructs houses on behalf of various entities, he added. So let's see. how Andrew Honest attacked the Auditor General. I reject the Auditor General's findings. And I talk about the lady I attacked. Let me see if we can find the Auditor General report on social housing program. Alright, see that no, me not go to them, you know. Me not go to them. Me need the observer because the cleaner piss me off. Auditor General paints PM housing program as duplicated use of sources. Right? The Prime Minister Andrew Honest's flagship housing initiative, one of several flagged by Auditor General. Right? The new social housing program was established in 2018 by Honest, who is the Prime Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation, as the housing component of the Housing Opportunity, Production and Employment Program. Alright, the program is one of 6 identified by Monroe Ellis in her 64-page performance audit on the management of the government social benefit program. These are poor relief programs and the Municipal Social Assistance Program, MSAP, administered by the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. A rehabilitation program under the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, MLSS. The social housing program and the new social housing National Social Housing Program, whatever, NSHP, blah 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 blah. We found that various social programs had similar objectives and overlapping functions, covering parts or the same areas of interest with little or no coordination in the distribution of said benefits, Monroe Ellis said in the report. She said, for example, that the distribution of housing related benefits started with the Poor Relief Program under the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. The Auditor General said government subsequent developed the rehabilitation program under the MLSS and the SHP under the MEGJC, formerly Ministry of Housing. The Poor Relief Housing and Rehabilitation Administration and provide housing rental and home repair grants to individuals. Similarly, the government introduced a social program under that MEGJC and Municipal Social Assistance Program under MLGCB to provide home repair grants like poor relief, housing and rehabilitation programs and housing units. Home repair grants are also provided through the Constituents Development Fund under the Office of the Prime Minister. Further, in 2019, the government introduced new social housing program, which offers housing units similar to the initial SHP. Of note, the SHP and the NSHP are currently administered by separate units within the MEGJC. Monroe noted the last of 6 to be established was the development to improve the housing conditions of the country's poor and disadvantaged population by providing quality, affordable, sustainable housing. Now, this apart, in midst, the Honest said 300 units were expected to be built by year end. Additionally, a total of 75 projects or 242 units comprising 419 rooms are expected to commence between now and 2025-2026 financial year. Of note, Auditor Daryl stated that between 2018 and 2024, the housing budget allocation total $677.7 million, while the NSHP was allocated $3.4 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you to let that soak in. This issue is seen as long-standing challenge, which was even identified by the World Bank as far back as 2009 when JLP did Dana Power, Bruce Golding, where they highlighted the problem of multiple uncoordinated programs and efficient targeting and coverage among the issues that affected the distribution of social benefits to the poor and most vulnerable. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Bank identified these said issues. So when Andrew come and talk about him reject the Miss Monroe findings, he needs to come down. The World Bank in 2009 identified the same issues with the Jamaica Labour Party government while it was being run by Bruce Golding. Hear what it said. The issue is seen as a long-standing challenge, which was even identified by the World Bank as far back as 2009, where they highlighted the problem of multiple uncoordinated programs and insufficient targeting. Uncoordinated and insufficient targeting. Multiple of those. And coverage among the issues that affect the distribution of social benefits to the poor and most vulnerable. Ladies and gentlemen, thief! We're not here. Hey, where my boy there? Where General there?
God, no, this have to come to an end. This have to come to an end.
Then double rich, then triple rich, you all of them a millionaire teacher. That's why yesterday have too much big talk. That's why yesterday I shoot them one another, so I shoot them one another. So I go for the Portmore people, them and I demand them to change up boundary for them state of power. But it not gonna work. It can't work. There is no way Portmore can be a parish and it do have nothing at all. And the people don't even stand. Let me tell you something. This can't work, government. Andrew, you have to take this. When I say you have to take back this, you have to take back this. And you can't call an election because you call you're done. So when and when you don't call you're done. If you call you're done and if you don't call you're done, so what you gonna do? You're there in Amigo. Take for yourself. You feel you know, pack your bag and go. Resign. Take for yourself your peaceful life. Go on with what you have because we still gonna lock you up and you can't escape. No way you can't escape. Thief! Me say, as you go on the internet and type in Andrew name a thief come. And the second thing will come up, oh God, Bandulu. What me say? Bandulu lie come up in a teacher squealing and me say I Andrew name. Boom! Thief! A lie come up. So Andrew is a thief and him is a liar and him is a big nothing but a dirty criminal. Andrew retired and you left the country and fear. Your mama never will out to you. And your two father never will out nothing to you. Right now I'm thinking they're rich and they never work for them, but never rotten millionaire. You understand? So what go on? And Jamaica people are broke. Eh? Teacher, this cannot work. Thief, criminal. FBI to come for them now. Wait, Mr. Bull, call them. FBI, please, come. The matter get worse. The matter get dread. FBI, come down in Jamaica, come look what go on. The situation all right. It's not pretty at all. Bad things are going on here. Dread things are going on here. Judgment on the people that want help. FBI, come help with. FBI, please. We are begging over the last hour with the panic brink. FBI, come. FBI, come. No, wait. It get dread. And you take for yourself. You're a thief.
wicked and lie. We afraid of you. We take you, we can't eat, we can't drink, we are suffer down here. FBI, boy, call them. Help me call them, boy. Call them in our country. Carry a big liar for and give him money and make him travel case for you. Because they have the money and set a thief. SSL lock them. SSL nothing get to nobody and nothing what none at all. Because I write the evidence then the laptop then dodge off and thief. So boy forget the money and the poor people then forget back the money. Them is thief. Judgment. FBI to come, take them quick and fast. What me say call them, carry them, come. Teacher, guess what me say?
Not my word. Not my word. Brother Leroy, pick up yourself, Jonathan. Pick up yourself. Anyway you stand up, you tell them. No joke about it. It's bad. It's bad, my people. So, we just want to concentrate on that part there, you know, because you see, we don't need to have no more conversation, you know. You see this? This is a part of the article. It validates the concerns of the Auditor General. See if you shall say God won't let them mash up this country. As you know, Apostle Shuttleworth has been leading prayers from midnight to 6 a.m. from 20. Me know man, me know say Pastor Shuttleworth in a constant prayer. He has him and his team, they don't cease from praying. You understand? So big up yourself, G Fisher, and big up Pastor Shuttleworth. Man of God, you know? Some people don't rate him, some people don't call him and give him no relevance, but I say, you know, for me personally, yeah. Big up Pastor Shuttleworth. Anyway, this right here, so ladies and gentlemen, on your screen. Yes, a splash the gym. Yeah. You did it with my ball out. Oh yes, if we play MC no for ball out, what on it? Easy now. Well, MC no for say again. MC.
But listen big up the government. Respect. But you see me? The truth is just the truth. I have to respect it. The country now run right. The country now run right. All who believe me, boss a blank say blow. It's nothing. It's not me, it's not Puffy.
Mighty God. I really have a ball out there though.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out.
You know, say that one I deserve the new version. Yeah, man, that one I deserve the new version, you know. How are you there?
The message now deliver. You know what I deliver it?
Deliver it for general.
You know how much blood I listen, you know how much of them that can. After me name make them can put on them pot. If a one preacher make Jamaican dagger can yam food, I'm asked you what. Led by Andre. But when I say Portland, me never call no name. But sure me can.
But me never
call no fool. But me I tell some people, this year 2025, diploma life has been drawn. Who not dead and lose sleep.
Tell them, Pastor.
God want back Jamaica.
Them know.
One way or another.
Them know.
Jamaica belong to God. Lift your God bless in another church. If you're not living here, hypocrite if you don't love me right now. You're not supposed to there. Lift your hand and say, Eternal Father. Bless our land. Guide us with your mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our life through countless powers. Lift your God bless hand and you're hypocrite. Before God and all mankind, we pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, wisdom and courage of my
body and my mind,
strength and vigor of my back in the service of my fellow citizens. We're on there.
Stand up for justice.
You can't go up.
Brother,
I promise to stand up for justice.
Yes.
I'm like, don't forget. You're hypocrite. You forget. You forget the pledge. And that you're not loyal no more. We don't remember the pledge. I promise to stand up for justice,
brotherhood and
peace, to work diligently
and creatively,
to think creatively
and generously,
and give generous, so that Jamaica may under what?
Under who?
Under who?
God.
Under who?
God.
Under who?
God.
Jamaica under God.
Yes.
Jamaica under God.
Yes.
Jamaica under God. Jamaica under will increase in beauty, fellowship and prosperity. We will play our part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. I am giving you a warning.
Make them know, Pastor. Make them know. Yes, man. Long time in a play that one. What a powerful utterance from the prophet Mark Stewart. Time come. Time come, man. Time come. I tell you that. This is a disgrace. The attack on the Auditor General is a disgrace. From this moment in January, I said the Auditor General needs to be protected. I hope God cover her, because we don't know what these people will do. I don't trust these people. I do not trust these people. You can't trust them if you don't want to know. But me not trust them. You understand? I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm telling you, I don't trust these people. You understand? They have given me all reasons not to trust them. So, the Auditor General is well within our rights to flag the things she flags. She's fully experienced in her job. She has the international training, right? And even through observation. And that's what you're looking at on the screen right now. Right? The observation. Right? Jamaica, me I tell you, we just hope say collectively when you wake up and understand and pray. You understand? Let God guide your path. Because you see, when we you know how cold God is, and this just come to me. You know how cold God is? God is the master of everything, first of all. God is such a cold chess player. I always talk about my chess player, right? Merle Wagwan. And that me want to know to you, Merle. How the likes them look? We get to 300 likes yet? But listen, you know how cold God is? If we were to actually follow God's word, right? And be obedient to our master, right? And we are in constant fasting and praying so we can hear the voice of the Lord, right? And the Lord just instruct our path on how to move. Do you guys know how effortlessly kingdoms that are unrighteous would fall? You don't hear me say what? Remember, you know, are you and God alone have this conversation, and God talk to you, and all you do is get up and be obedient and move. God say, go over there, so, and put that right there, so. Walk on Delray, big up. J&B mentioned. Yeah, man, they're not going to resign in the J&B. The Lord tell you, say, J&B, go over there, so go do this, and put that there, so. That's your assignment, you know. The next person, God tell him, say, go over there, so you're going to find that something right there, so. You're going to carry yourself to do this. None of us know the master plan. But God, who is the man, the master at the chessboard, moving us, the obedient pieces, the obedient servants of the Lord, strategically, because we are obedient and we serve Him well. No, man, God is cold, man. Who is going to know the moves that God is going to make? And even if God did tell him how them are going to stop. How them are going to stop right now? Them cannot. Because God had sovereignty. Sovereignty that cannot be challenged. A sovereign power. You understand? God is cold, man. That's some cold stuff, bro. Man, you know how crazy you gotta be to know that you're fighting a losing battle and still fight it. That's what's happening to the JLP right now. They know in themselves, ladies and gentlemen, they know in themselves that them time come. But in a desperate attempt, they attack all the institution that has to deal with accountability. The Integrity Commission. Oh, by the way, has anybody seen has the reports been tabled yet for us to find out what is going on with it? Let me just Google that. Let me just Google that. Because Parliament are going from there now. Hold on. Let me just Google that real quick. I need to keep this article, this Auditor General's article. I need to keep it. It needs to be kept. Where can I keep it? Yeah, this group. We have some group, you know. I'm gonna keep some things now. I don't want to lose. Yeah, let me keep this too. This thing with West Indies Petroleum. Let me keep this. Let me keep that bit of evidence. Yeah, Google. JLP don't like anyone who fights against corruption. If you tell you, Merle, they love skullduggery people bad. The World Bank had the same concerns with the JLP, and Andrew Wallace was there 2009. He was a part of that government, a very integral part, I might add. These people cannot be trusted, man. Cannot be trusted. Let me see. What was I saying more of a look up? Oh yes. The Integrity Commission report. Then put out press release. Me want to know what the report is about. Observer. It's look like an old story. Think this already. Ex-JLP MP Leslie Campbell found guilty of the Integrity Commission charge. Statements by parliamentarian putting the Integrity Commission staff at risk. Well, anyway, Mr. Pantan there. Mr. Pantan, thank you for your service, sir. Thank you. You saw what was coming and you removed yourself. Yo, you remember when the church them did come out and I defend Andrew Honest? When you say church, brother, yo, they think just re-upset me to blows and skirt. Yo, me take observe and screen. No, there's something that re-upset me. Me I get upset all over again. Who remember this? Who remember this? Churches call for patience. Due process in Integrity Commission involving Andrew Honest. The church them was standing behind corruption. The JCC, Jamaica Council of Churches, everyone I know. Me say God I got deal with you know. God I got September 25th, 2024. Who remember this? And one of the most unbelievable things me read. You know, I couldn't believe when me read the article here. No, sir. The man them bare face. Yo, the man them bare face till look, but yo, the man them bare face, brother. Mighty God. Jamaica, we in a trouble. In a serious trouble. So they release it. I eat this. Wait a minute. So how come nobody ever tell me about this? When was this? Let me see the date on this. Oh no. Oh, these are the years that we're investigating for. When was this put out? Is my thing. Hold on there. Wait. This was the 10th. So, hold on there. The whole of the report them out, man. Oh, mighty God, we never know. Now, what do I want to show up on this? We don't have the time right now. What do I want to show up on this? And plus, we don't have the energy. I don't have the energy, ladies and gentlemen. I just eat a mango and drink some water. Mom just share a little bit of something with me. I know, huh? Yeah, I don't have the energy right now. When you say church, them let the devil in the house. I got the Bible. You tell me say it happen still in a Revelation. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. Let me group this up because you see. Let me just group this up. Let me group this report up. Alright, so who we have first here, so? Mr. Dwight Burke, a councillor employed to the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. His statutory declaration with the Integrity Commission of the period 2022. I'm going to go to recommendations. The Director of Investigation recommends that this report be referred to the Director of Corruption Prosecution for consideration. Oh! Google. Google is your friend. Google is your friend. Mr. Dwight Burke. Who is that? Mr. Dwight Burke. Head of ministry. Oh, one picture. Whew. My life, you know. Soon finish. I've been on for a while, but this thing these things are drawing me in more and more. Mighty God. No sir. Why it a freeze up? You know ramp with me now. Where delete button there. Yeah man, I'm not doing that foolishness. Thank you very much. Come on, my computer now. My computer now get no air to overheat. That's why it a freeze up. Sorry about that, my baby. I didn't realize the fan was off. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm sorry. You're hot like fire. Lord have mercy. Sorry, my baby. Sorry, my baby. Talk to your device, you know. You run things, you know. No want to do this one here at all. I'm gonna try to acquire one next one, but it don't work out yet. That's our next conversation. Oh! Drone. Oh, I'm bad drone, you know. Camera for adults, beginner. Beginner? Oh, about no beginner. Some of them prices even make no sense. They must show the drone, but that's something else they must sell in a car. The drone costs $40, you know. I don't know where they not come down. So that's why sometimes I like look on Amazon, you know. You say $1, 3 years to pay. How would you heart the answer to me? DJ the easy man. Yeah, God. Brother, I mean, like what people, you know? Get nervous. My mood changing more people. Especially if I know them for long. Me like, you know? I go find one. I make one of my tech people them. One of my tech savvy people them. We know about the technology them. I make them find one. Where say open up the fan and blow it out. No, me never blow out the fan a while ago, you know, bro. Me just plug in the something and turn on the fan. Wagwan, Winford, yeah, I say. Big up on yourself, in a man. The word is love, in a man. Pat W, yeah, say, mama. With a brother name, Dwight. Mr. Dwight Burke, Jamaica. Mr. Dwight Burke. I think he's a JLP, you know. I believe in my JLP. I want PMP counselor. I know, so we don't support no corruption, you know. So, what them say now? The acting director corruption prosecution of the Integrity Commission, Ranif Lawrence, has ruled that 3 councillors of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation should be charged for breach of Section 43 of the Integrity Commissions Act. Right? Oh, 2 of the councillors represent the People's National Party and the other the Jamaica Labour Party. Director of Investigation Kevin Stephen in his report, Parliament says Donovan Guy, the JLP councillor at the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, was legally obligated to file statutory declaration with IC for the years 2009, 2020, 2021, and 2020. 2. Guy allegedly failed to submit the request statutory declaration. See? So he failed to submit it, right, to the commission by the due date and was said to have failed to provide reasonable cause for not filing on time. In addition, IC said that Guy was given the opportunity to discharge liabilities by paying the fixed penalty and submitting outstanding statutory declaration, right? Stevenson said Guy only complied with the latter obligation, therefore he failed to discharge his liabilities consistent with Section 43. The Direction of Corruption Prosecution has determined that Guy should be charged for breaching the law. The cleaner sought comment from Guy but was unsuccessful as the call went to voicemail. At the same time, Van Rick Preddy, a PMP councillor who was legally obligated to file statutory declaration with IC for year 2019, 2021, and 2022. Splash DJ! Wagwan! Allegedly failed to submit the documents by due date. The IC said he provided no reasonable cause for his failure to do so. The IC said Preddy was given an opportunity to discharge liabilities by paying the fixed penalties and submitting the required statutory declaration. The Director of Investigation concluded that Preddy only complied with the letter obligation. Therefore, he failed to discharge his liabilities consistent with Section 43. Guys, can you still hear me? When I hear me good, if you not hear me good, let me know in the comment section. The Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled that Preddy be charged for breaching the IC law. When contacted last evening, Preddy said he would issue a statement on the matter today. Alright? Dwight Burke, a PMP councillor, has also found himself in trouble with the IC, failing to file his statutory declaration. According to Stevenson, by virtue of his position as councillor, Burke had legal obligations to, at the material time, to file statutory declaration with the Commission, having allegedly failed a statutory declaration with the IC for year 2020. 2022, Burke was given the opportunity to discharge his liabilities by the way of paying fixed penalties and submitting the required statutory declaration. Notwithstanding, Burke's compliance was partial. That is, he only submitted the required statutory declaration but failed to pay the fixed penalty. The IC Director of Investigation noted he said liability cannot therefore on this basis be said to have been discharged. When the Director of Corruption Prosecution reviewed the report, he determined that Burke should be charged for breach and Section 43, the ICA for failure of to file. Okay, so this is a normal thing. This a one normal charge. Then just get a fine for failure to you know do it on time. And that was 2 other PMP councillors that they happened to, and then pay the fine. I believe even Mr. Phillips' son, Michael Phillips, had that same issue, if you guys remember correctly. So this is not major. But look at it, the young man that the JLP didn't want to be the acting Director of Corruption Prosecutor. What him name? What I bet you the name? What name again? What the guy name when they say Dr. Dayton Campbell Fred? Wanna remember when the JLP did oppose his appointment? But ladies and gentlemen, look at us now. The man charged 2 PMP councillor in his first role acting as the Director of Corruption. Right? So, what am I going to say now? What are they going to say now? What are they going to say now? 222 people watching 222. Somebody better buy that in a picture or whatever they want to call it. 2 vehicles crashed in St. Elizabeth. 1 unalive in the probing shooting. Mighty God. The news them just keep coming in, ladies and gentlemen. The news them just keep coming in. Wow.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. 1 dead, 4 injured in St. Elizabeth crash. Indicom probes police fatal shooting in Runaway Bay. And later in sports, Windies women win first ODI versus South Africa in Barbados. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carrie Ann Simpson. Here are the details. 1 man is dead and 4 others injured following a 2-vehicle crash along the Park Main Road in St. Elizabeth. The deceased has been identified as 33-year-old Sandrika Thompson, a Tyler of Abraham District in the parish. TVJ News understands that sometime around 1:30 this morning, Mr. Thompson was driving a green Toyota Corolla from Santa Cruz towards Lacovia with 2 passengers. His vehicle collided with a gray Toyota Axio traveling in the opposite direction. The occupants of both vehicles were rushed to hospital where Mr. Thompson was pronounced dead. Now, speeding is believed to have been the cause of the accident. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the fatal shooting of 3 men by police in Runaway Bay last night. According to reports, the police were conducting an intelligence-led operation targeting men.
Intelligence-led. How good is the intelligence? Come here, have you a question the intelligence now? No? After, how you doing, miss? After, we need to hear about the 7 other. No, I would love to hear about them too, Mary, but we have to work with the ICA though. The ICA the way it goes on. Anyway, this
traveling in a white Toyota. The fatal shooting of 3 men by police in Runaway Bay last night. According to reports, the police were conducting an intelligence-led operation.
No, me a question the intelligence. I have enough evidence to now question the police intelligence. Based off the mistaken identity of the youth, where they say I wanted man. We have to consider it. That is a crack in the armor. Intelligence is what drives any investigation or any investigative body. if you have bad intelligence, you're talking about potentially people's lives, especially in Jamaica. People's lives could be lost because them a man and you don't want to be in a confrontation with Jamaica police. It's very, very fatal. You're not gonna make it home to your parents or your mother or your children. Can you imagine mistaken identity? So, me no know. When the police are on operation, where the body worn camera then there, why them a take so long to get the body worn camera then? Me I go sound like a broken record, but these things need to be said.
Targeting men traveling in a white Toyota Probox. It's believed the men were searching for a bartender they had intended to kill. The lawmen were able to intercept the vehicle when one of the occupants reportedly fired at them. The police returned fire and a shootout ensued.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if the thing go like all the police them say, I don't have a problem. Because if you are criminal and you are going to do things to other people and the police them buck up in you based off of intelligence and you go take up your gun and shoot off of them. Virgin, you're asking to be put 6 foot deep. Point blank period. And the police them have a right to protect their own life in that situation. You understand? Everybody knows my issue. My issue is not with those issues. But them say in the Goma probe so we could see what come from it. And I really hope them just put on the body worn cameras so we can all lay to rest suspicions. You know, just put on body worn cameras, alright, when going on these operations.
3 men from the vehicle were later found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were pronounced dead at hospital. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness continues to defend the recent reduction in the country's murder rate. Some
I don't even want to hear that. Yo, I don't even want to hear that. I am so past that, you know. I mean, no, so nobody don't want to see me right now. I know so no tired. I don't want to see this man Mackenzie like that. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him. I worse don't want to see that product recall. What is this? Sound serious? Hold on, wait. This sound like a news.
And in Rosehill, Manchester. Further afield, UK's Food Standards Agency FSA has warned that a number of products from a brand of US sweets are unsafe to eat and contain ingredients which could damage DNA and increase the risk of cancer.
Damage DNA? Whoa. Wait a minute. Nah. We ain't gonna just browse past over that. No sir. I'm gonna change scenes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna change scenes, alright?
Electorate as 2 sportsmen and politically punch it out. Not physically, politically. And where there are breaches, it is the duty of the referee or the umpire to say, no standoff, no, yay. That can to face the electorate as 2 sportsmen.
Alright. We are. Alright, hold on the people, hold on there. Which part of it? Which part of it? Alright, you make a camera right and say, hey.
I just made a $39 personalized storybook using AI in under 2 minutes. Let me show you how you can too.
Here's how it works. Just go to the AI Design Agent section and click on Personalized Storybook. You'll be asked to enter a few simple details: your child's name, age, the tone of the story, and how many pages you want the book to be. In seconds, it writes a complete, heartwarming story tailored just for them. Then comes the magic. Upload your child's photo, hit submit, and the AI doesn't just write the story, it creates stunning illustrations for every single page, placing your child as the hero of the adventure. Their face, their journey, their story. You can instantly turn it into a downloadable PDF, view it as a flipbook, or even give it as a gift. Want it in a different...
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. One dead, 4 injured in St. Elizabeth crash. Indicom probes police fatal shooting in Runaway Bay. And later in sports, Windies women win first ODI versus South Africa in Barbados. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carrie-Ann Simpson. Here are the... Agency FSA has...
Alright. There we go. Yeah, man, we have to cover this. Yeah, man, we have to cover this. Have to cover this. Yeah, man, we have to cover it. We have to see me on that one. I want to serious. This one is serious. It's very, very serious. Very, very serious. Marie, when I need to hear about so what she said? Sonia Speaker said that's a sacrifice for the third term. People pay attention to the threes. They have meanings. Oh, interesting. We have a numerologist in the building. Anywho, let's go to this. Mic check, 1 2 1 2, mic check. Let me turn up my mic a little bit. Yes. Alright. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's a brother Bolo VNR. And this is just a quick short that I want to put up to highlight this. So listen to this.
Further afield, UK's Food Standards Agency FSA has warned that a number of products from a brand of US sweets are unsafe to eat and contain ingredients which could damage DNA and
could damage DNA. Miss.
What did
could
you
damage
say, bro?
DNA?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What can go so?
Virgin.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
People.
Increase the risk of cancer. UK businesses and consumers are being urged to stop buying and selling the Jolly Ranchers products owned by US company Hershey. The FSA says
Hershey. Oh my God.
All lies will be exposed. What? That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way know why they take it the wrong way.
They contain chemical compounds, mineral oil, aromatic hydrocarbons, and mineral...
People, take a good look. Not my word, international news this.
Oil saturated hydrocarbons which are not compliant with UK laws. The agency adds that the products pose a safety risk if consumed regularly.
No, look at gummy bear something them there. Where putting them to eat. Did it say something about DNA? I gotta go back.
Over time, but there is no immediate cause for concern as food safety risk is low. And that's it for the business.
No immediate cause for concern because food safety risk is low? Man, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Let me play that back.
Meats are unsafe to eat and contain ingredients which could damage DNA and
could damage DNA?
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus!
People, I know me say so. It's not me say so. I think this needs to be studied. There's no way. There's absolutely no way we're going to just we brush past this. Alright? This is just a short, but I'm telling you, help me to make this short go viral. Share it with everybody. And I really want to know what our government and our future Prime Minister Mark Golden is going to do about these types of situations. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. We need to ban this. We need to ban these things from Jamaica. Madness, man. Alright, I'm done. Come off a camera. Sorry, guys. Come off a camera. Regular schedule
and
program.
discuss about the potential oil find that they had in Jamaica.
Wow.
So somebody's lying. Somebody's lying.
Regular schedule programming. Man, I saw go to work, man. That now I'm gonna send it to myself and then crop it and post it. Anytime I want to make shorts, I'm gonna on the computer, just use that. I ain't no time for Rescue Jamaica, so. You know what I mean? All the messages there. All of it is there. Yes? Yes. I mean, I try to put out as much shorts as possible. If parents, them better listen. Them better damn listen. And go do their research. Oh, because we know, so they love getting picking them bag of sweets and sugar. I don't wonder why they pick them have this and them have that. Eh? I'm careful. Alright? A lot of these stuff for them have as things for kids. May I tell you, are the most addictive drug. Oh, Rose, thank you so much, Rose McIntosh. Appreciate you. Alright, my good people. I'm gonna leave now. I think I have a premiere coming up at 3. Damn, it's late. I never planned to be on this long enough. But you know, it is what it is. And you guys have came out and you've showed out. And I appreciate you. So, you know, it is what it is. I appreciate y'all. I had to push back this premiere a few times because it was getting crazy. But oh yeah, 3:15 it has start. And I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share the link in the chat so you guys can go over there and watch it. Alright? Yeah, I'm gonna share the link in the chat. I'm not gonna premiere it again, I'm just gonna make it public. Gideon Wagwan. I just dropped the link in the chat, guys. I'm gonna make it public. I'm not gonna premiere it. I'm gonna change the status of it right now and just premiere it. It's too important. Just gonna make it public right now. Straight. Public. Done. Save. So that link I just dropped, you guys can go ahead and check that out here. You have to protect your picture them, yeah? The dangers is real. So these are the type of videos we want to go viral. Because we need to have some serious conversation about protecting our children moving forward and how we are gonna do that. Protecting our elders, our women. You know, we need to have some serious conversations about that. So big up on yourself and I'm out. Peace. I know the theme song.